Always remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, droids alike, and any other aliens of the galaxy, welcome to a Monday episode of Determined Focus Live. As you can see, my co-host and I, Grayson, are joined by some handsome gentlemen below us from Rebel Scum Con, some true Rebel scum. We're going to be talking about what is, I will say it, the most exciting Star Wars convention of 2025, and it hasn't even happened yet. We're starting off strong,
we're not allowed
baby.
to say that, I don't think.
I'll say it.
I don't know if I can.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay with that.
I'll say it.
But
Oh, yellow!
look at the swag.
I'll say it.
Oh,
Dude.
good. I didn't tell y'all about that. Good. I'm glad you flexed it on him.
I'll say it.
Like that.
Yeah, dude, when I saw that you guys had merch, I was like, of course I'm getting a t-shirt. And then I saw that you guys had yellow, which, as you can see, is kind of the color of Determined Focus. Hey, Grayson.
One?
Ooh. Is
I
that
was gonna say
one?
I think all colors. are
Orange,
okay.
I think I
Yes, I'm getting an orange one, baby.
I try to
There's a
make
lot of
every
color
color
combos.
available. Like there's even mint.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
There's some cool stuff, yeah.
Mint.
Mhm.
Mint.
There may be some other cool things going up sometime in between now and then, or even
Maybe.
after, because Kentucky convinced me to do a certain cosplay at the show, and I'm trying to turn it into some cool merch for the show too.
Oh.
Ooh. Cool.
Talk about that after.
Yeah.
The
that
Nexu
was-
thing, remember?
Oh,
The-
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, sick.
the Nexu thing, remember?
Oh, the Nexu. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all everyone gets.
Yeah.
Insider. Yeah.
Hey, I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Grayson. And Grayson, would you like to do the honors in telling everybody who's here right now with Dante, Bobby, and Tucky?
Well, you just did.
Well, you can
But
go
yes,
through it.
Yeah,
And
we're
their names are on the
with-
screen. We're not doing too much.
Yeah, we're here with the awesome guys who help organize and run the behind-the-scenes facets of Rebel Scum Con year 2 and the years for the future, but specifically this year is year 2. Directly below me, we have the self-prescribed, I mean, it's not even self-prescribed, it's just, I think it's the designation. We have Dante, the marketing man of Rebel Scum Con.
He's the guy
What's going on,
clicking and
Dante?
posting stuff.
Yes, if
Yeah. I'm the guy making sure people know about us. So
exactly. Yeah, he's doing
If they
all
don't know
this.
If they don't know, it's Dante's fault.
I don't know about that.
You asked for the title, so now
what? Anyways.
Next to Dante, we have the living collector and the man who runs pretty much all of the live streams for guest announcements over on Instagram. I've gotten to participate in a couple of them. Will has as well. We have Bobby.
Hello there. How's it
What's going
going,
on?
fellas?
Dude, thanks for being here, bro.
Thank you for having
What
me.
were you working on before the stream? You were like twiddling with something. Was it a figure?
It was a
must have been
figure.
cheating.
Okay.
I was working on B-roll for a review this week for CoolToyReview.com because in addition to Rebel Scum and RebelScum.com and Rebel Scum Con, I also contribute to CoolToyReview.com, which is non-Star Wars related toy news, reviews, content, fan content, and more.
Yeah.
All kinds of fun stuff all the time. And I was working on a Transformer review.
Oh,
for
very
that
cool.
too,
I've
so-
seen some of the Transformers ones, and I used to be deep into the Hasbro Transformers rabbit hole when the live action movies were coming out, but I still didn't. I got like more than just the live action stuff. So my favorite variant was they had a Bumblebee that was in the new like 09 Camaro or 08 Camaro, but it was a all black with yellow striped version. But there was also like a Barricade that was like a gray and blue cop car, and the Mustang, which was really cool. Anyway,
I know exactly which two figures you're talking about.
Okay,
I had both of those growing up because I couldn't find the regular colorways of the other two, so I got the swap inverted color re-releases later myself. So yeah, I'm right there with you. I had
that's
those
awesome.
myself.
That's super cool. And last but certainly not least is the probably the dude with the best beard I've ever seen, and that is our good friend Kentucky of Rebel Scum Con.
Kentucky, is there a Black Series helmet that you do not own?
No. Well,
not currently.
Okay. I was going to say, I was like, they looks like all of them are right
That's
behind
all of
you.
them. It's all of them, and the camera isn't panned high enough, but the rest of them are up here. Let me see what.
Or at least all of them that are currently available.
They're all there. Everything that's shipped, I have.
Yeah.
So the Death Trooper's not here yet. Kamir's not here yet. I think that's it.
That Chimera looks so
Cody isn't there yet. But,
yeah, I want the Death Trooper real bad.
Oh yeah, I'd seen it in Japan. It was kind of cool.
Ooh.
It's weird that they continue doing what like mostly the Disney parks ones have. They did a lot of like battle damage on it, so it's kind of scuffy and stuff. So it's not like I would have enjoyed a perfect like shiny black brand new Death Trooper mask, but it's I'm still going to be happy with the kind of beat up Rogue One.
With the amount of time and tooling that probably went into that design in particular, they probably have plans for repaints in the future.
I hope so. I'm cool with the repaint.
I hope they do too. It is a sick design, and one I've been wanting them to get to myself for a long time.
Yeah. It's better than a Scout Trooper, Will.
I'm sorry. Scout Trooper's been made. They went with Scout Trooper first. If they liked it so much, the Scout Trooper would have been done.
Yeah.
It was first on the list.
That's one of his favorites too. And the Scout Trooper's sweet, man. I don't know if you've seen it. It's awesome.
Scout Trooper's so cool.
It's so cool.
Not as good as
it was my favorite as a kid because like Return of the Jedi was
good man.
So I mean, it was just like the Stormtroopers. There's so many of them. They were just basic. They're all white. It's, the Scout had the black and the white. Like it had just that visor. The visor was everything about it was dope. It had the little pistol on the boot.
You're bringing a tear to my eye right now with all the love for the Scout Trooper. That is my favorite trooper of all time, and Grayson rags on it all the time because he says it looks a little pudgy because of the armor. But it doesn't matter when they're slamming into trees. They need a big belly, okay?
I think
the only way
Scout Troopers. We're gonna crash into trees.
Well, I mean, Ezra really made the helmet, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean
that's facts. That's facts.
That's the only reason it's in play. So
now let's put some respect on Sabine's name for the paint job.
True.
Though.
There you go. See,
that is true, though. Yeah,
that is.
All he did was wear it.
Right.
Artist and wearer.
Guys, before we start debating other Star Wars, I have a pretty big topic for tonight. This is something that I really think will test our conversational and knowledgeable Star Wars abilities right now. I'm just going to come out and say it. If you guys had to fight 100 Jawas or one house-sized Gonk, which would you choose?
One house-sized Gonk?
It's a Gonk droid the size of a house. 100 Jawas.
I'm going to go with the Gonk. Yeah.
It's the size of a house.
It doesn't matter. You only need one
Jedi
shot
games.
to disable it.
Yeah.
I was about to say the thing about the Gonk is like also what is it gonna do? Step on you? I guess like it's
yeah. It's
Maybe
also a living battery.
But you can coexist with the Gonk though. If it's a house size, you can coexist.
So instead of fighting it, Dante's like, I'll just befriend it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they doesn't even know I have to be there. That's a lot of Gonk. What's he gonna do? Like come and grab?
That's a lot of Gonk.
That's a lot of Gonk.
I want that on a bumper sticker.
If we know the Jawas are gonna fight dirty, and one of them's
a lot of
have
Jawas.
a shotgun. The shotgun's gonna zap you, and then you're just gonna be twitching while a bunch of Jawas just start beating up on you with their little rat hands.
Yeah, and then they've got nuts and bolts and things in their little their little junk shotgun.
Yeah.
I will ask,
pack
how
hunters.
would you take it down? How would you stop it? What would you
Bro,
do?
how did Luke take down an AT-AT, brother?
Okay,
Same way I am taking
pull
down
up
a
in
big
your
old
snow
gonk.
speeder? You got a snow speeder laying around?
But the gonk only has 2 legs, so that's easier to trip it, bro. Again, they have no weapons. It can't even attack you.
Right.
Wait, we're
saying
not
no,
gonna
it's
hope
this.
that
You
you
have
have
enough tow cable. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Who has enough rope for
There's
an
enough-
outsized gonk?
You are delusional if you think you are taking out 100 Jawas,
Yeah, there's
bro.
no way, dude. No
I'm
shot.
not taking out one regular sized gonk droid by myself. I'm not winning in any of these scenarios.
Bro, have you heard of a screwdriver?
It's a battery. It's a bomb. It's a bomb with legs.
They
It's
don't
not a
just choose to
bomb,
blow
bro.
up.
When did they blown up?
Yeah,
Bad Batch.
not
Doesn't Omega use it
intentionally.
as a bomb?
Yeah, but he
a
didn't.
gonky?
Does they attach a bomb to it though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
he didn't
it's the same
self-destruct.
thing. It's also a living.
not the
If you
same
take a
thing.
battery and you attach a bomb to it, I don't know, dude. It's big.
I don't
Who
know
is
if
attaching the
anything
bomb
house
to it?
sizes.
Gonk God?
Why are
I'm
we-
not.
why are
I'm
we-
not
why are we
taking
adding-
anything
why
that's
are we adding
house
major
sized.
bombs to the scenario?
I,
House is
think
not
that's
that big, bro. I've
house-sized.
torn down houses before when I did
Yeah,
carpentry. So like,
it leaves its light
It's
on. for a
moving.
day. The
You're
battery.
gonna get, bro. I would.
it's moving at like 2 miles an hour.
Here's what I'm
Right.
thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. None of us will last more than 15 seconds on like a rodeo mechanical bull. We're gonna take down a house-sized gonk droid that is
I don't know.
basically just as violent.
We're
A
all from
house-sized
Texas, so we might be able to get
gonk
15.
would
You know?
have
Okay, I
a-
forgot. Yeah, you guys are from Texas. I
10
apologize.
foot legs? What, 10-foot legs on a house-side gunk? 10-foot tall legs.
That's not bad.
And
but-
they're that scrunchy like material.
Yeah,
Exactly,
you could probably live in
bro.
it. You could probably
Yeah.
live in it if like
Yeah.
house
You
size.
could live it. I love
Yeah, you could
Dante's
live
answers
in
are
one.
always, well, I'll befriend it. I'll make it a
Yeah.
house.
Just like in
We
Rebels.
don't have to fight, you know.
Dante might be onto something
Well,
here.
I'm telling you.
That's
That's
So is,
Okay,
is
so-
everyone saying that they can take down a house-sized gonk?
I'll
Yes.
figure it out.
I
mean,
feel
over
like I have
Jawas, yeah.
better chance
Before
against
100
a house-sized
Jawas,
monk
yes.
than I do against 100 Jawas.
Bro, think about, dude, like 20 Jawas took out Mando in like the 2nd episode of Mandalorian, and he's in
Yeah.
full armor, bro.
Right.
Like,
Right.
we-
Yeah.
yeah. And
Okay.
they got R2. They
Yeah.
slimed R2 in A New
I could
Hope.
just drive my car into the gonk's leg and it's done. Like it's, it's over, bro.
I'll pivot this to switch up the gonk. I'll take it out for Grayson's edition that he texted me when I texted him this yesterday.
Oh yeah.
He said 100 Jawas or 1 Wookiee.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wookiee.
One Wookiee.
Bro.
100%.
If it's like,
Are
If it's like-
kidding me?
What if it's like one of those Wookiees like on Kessel? You know, maybe he's like really dehydrated. He's been working in the mines for a little
Yeah.
while. I could
Maybe.
totally take one of those Wookiees.
I mean,
Well,
Maybe.
look,
The Planet
or-
of the Apes Wookiees?
I don't know
Or
about
you save its
Kalnaka.
life,
I
you
mean,
know,
no,
and then
it's-
you got a life debt the whole time.
Dante's
That's fun.
That's up to my boy Ross.
Dante's like,
though.
you take it out to dinner, you set it up with a 401k.
Dante's
you
choosing the
marry
light
it.
side option every time.
Exactly.
I
Come
know
on now.
he is. He's trying to. He's
Yeah.
adding options to that aren't in the scenario. I feel
Yeah.
because it's supposed to be us versus the Wookiee.
He's got
He's
the
like, no, I
literal
wanna
But
be
what if
friends
it's
with
me
it.
versus the Wookiee
Play
versus
through
y'all
it.
then?
Ah.
The life debt, you know? But, oh, let me put you in a situation where I have to
We're
save you.
boys
All right,
now.
bang,
He's like-
done.
Dante's like, no problem. I once had a girlfriend that never shaved. He's like, I got this.
I have not, but
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I would just like to point out there's none of us are making it past 1 Wookiee. Are you
No.
1 Wookiee unless
No.
it's
If
unless
it's
it's
like a regular Chewbacca Wookiee, yeah, no shot. Yeah.
or I'm thinking of just literally any Wookiee from Kashyyyk on
Bro,
Revenge
I
of the
think Gunji's taking me out, bro. Like it's
Oh,
not
absolutely.
He's
even
got the Force. Gunji's school.
okay. But even if you take that away, like that's like a big dog, man. It was
Sith. Yeah.
Shout out Dark Knight fans. It was a big dog.
It's a big dog.
Like they have. I mean, also don't forget that Wookiees have claws, and although
they
they're not
do.
They're not supposed
That
to use
makes him a
them.
Mad Claw. I love that
Yeah.
in Acolyte, by the way. I really loved that lore nugget that was in Acolyte, and like as soon as we saw that it was a scratch on Turbin's face from I was like, he's a Mad Claw. I was shouting at the TV. I was like, he's a Mad Claw.
People
they did the Mad Claw
will
thing
say
from KOTOR.
so
Yes!
that they will scream to the heavens that Acolyte doesn't know the lore, and then I'm like, then they'll have something like that, and I'm like,
And
bro,
it's there.
you don't know the lore, man. Like,
right. Don't tell me. Do not tell me when it's like right there. It's right. It's saying, "Hey, I'm here," and you're like, "It's not there, bro." What? Is it like mom eyes when you're looking in the fridge? Maybe, I don't know.
You guys, I don't. Maybe this is like a Will. You have to know this. You know, Domingo from the SNL Sabrina Carpenter. You know when he went to her actual concert and was like, "Sabrina, I'm here." Yeah, it was like that. That was like that's what I am at. Like Acolytes acknowledging the lore, and they're like, "Star Wars fans, I'm here," and everyone's just like shoves them out of the way, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. No, we're not. But we're not losing. Or I'm losing every time against the Wookiee.
Yeah.
I don't even know who would win with a Wookiee versus 100 Jawas.
Oh, the Jawas.
The Jawas. Come on now.
The Jawas.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game.
There's too many. Yeah, there's way too
many.
I do think the Jawa, like a lot of Jawas would die, but I do think the Jawas would eventually.
It would do a lot of damage.
I think
it would just be ripping Jawas in half.
Yes, dude. Yes.
You probably get 15 to 20.
Kicking them. You see 14 of them fly like Agent Smiths.
Probably injure another 20 to 30 while they take him down. But
bro, the Chewbacca is like Neo, bro. He's like.
So then, how many Jawas do you think it takes to take down one Wookiee?
I think it like at least 50% are going down.
So
what you say like over or under 75?
That's like probably right at that.
Right, definitely.
But it's definitely not Royal Rumble style. Like it's everyone at once.
Because let's also keep in mind
you can't go one at a time.
No.
They all got captured by the Ewoks.
He's gonna have 100 victories. So
take me off the top rope out of nowhere.
The drop kick.
Just like I said, remember in Return of the Jedi, they all got captured by Ewoks. Chewie had friends, and he still didn't break out.
I'm
sorry. This is my friend Jacob. He said, "How many Jawas to take Grace?" You decide.
You decide.
I mean, listen. If Mando's getting taken out by like a semi-loaded sandcrawler, I don't think I'm lasting very long.
Yeah.
Now, if you give me a lightsaber, bye Jawa. But like, I don't know. I don't think I'm. Again, they have those shock blasters. Now, I guess if you take away the shock blasters, that's really going to make a difference or not, even with the Wookiee. But
I think your intention also makes a difference because like Mando wasn't necessarily trying to kill; he was just trying to get his stuff back and trying to board them and stop them. Whereas like in A New Hope, we saw an entire sandcrawler just got taken out by a squad of stormtroopers.
That's true.
Yeah,
like, it was no mercy.
I love how you're like he wasn't trying to kill them, and I just think about that shot of him just blasting one, like disintegrating one, and he's just like, well. We don't talk about that one.
Well,
other than that guy. Other than that guy.
99%.
Have you guys seen that? Like I
forgot about that one.
Will, have you seen that like black and white image of that baby that's like? That's what that Jawa was, where it just gets flashbanged. Oh my gosh, bro!
Am I aging myself? Does anyone remember the show Deadliest Warrior?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
that was my favorite.
We need that, but like Star Wars animated.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Like have like scientists and stuff, but like analyzing their skills and everything.
That would be tough. I would watch that. Like that's all I need to give us on May 4th, like for 5 years. Just give us that.
Because they had like some of like they would have like Spetsnaz versus like or whatever, So it'd be like then they could do like fun stuff like that, but then you could get something crazy like one like Sith assassin versus like something wild,
Right. I mean, but I've seen something like that on the internet like years ago. It was like Vader versus Wolverine or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like the Bat in the Sun stuff.
Bat in the dude.
Yeah,
I watched those all
the
time.
The Vader versus Batman one unironically went hard.
what was it? It was like Superman, Goku. There was also like Deadpool and Batman, or like Deadpool and Joe. There's so many of those, dude. Those were
a lot. They've done so many more since then. They're still.
They did a Spider-Man versus Darth Maul, and like they did 2 endings, but Darth Maul gets the symbiote in one of them, and he's like horns grow, and he's like it turns, and I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
did they get
Funko Pop's just licking their chops on that one? They're like,
that's so funny.
in the Star Wars world.
that's what I'm saying. If Disney just doesn't be like, hey, this isn't canon, but merchandise out the wazoo. Come on, let's do it.
They've
That's
been
my pitch.
doing intentional non-canon content for a decade now. So why not that too? You know,
Open that door, man. Open that door.
There's comics.
The more, the better.
That have been officially released under other publishers aside from Marvel that have been labeled not canon, and then there's I think some books and stuff too. So it's like, yeah, why?
Or the
why
original,
stop there?
Or the original K2SO and Andor meeting, but we digress. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, what is it?
I'm not upset about that, but I like
comic.
The only headcanon I have for that is like, oh, that's their cover story. So
Yeah.
Well, because it's the same thing as the original source book has Cassian's planet as Fest, which is what they say is his homeworld in the first season.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
So
they
I-
use that as like his backup.
Yeah, they're
Bro
always
is
on
just
the record,
also
right?
a liar. Like, I mean, you could
Yeah,
look at
right.
like I've never been to prison, and you're like,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
Except that one time.
yeah. Let's check in with chat real quick because we got some
Perfect.
homies in the chat that are here with us every week and supporting. We got Daniel here. Happy Monday, everybody. Ryan's here. Chris is here. How timely is this episode with Luke came out today? He said 100 Gronks versus one gorilla.
The football player?
The former tight end for the New England Patriots, and he said
Not
Gronk.
BB
Oops.
Gronk.
So doesn't he have like 6 siblings? So that's
He needed one more Luke to get the $1 million.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, he meant Gronk.
Signing bonus.
Tony's here. Star Wars Sith. What's up? Jedi Lex is here. How we doing? Jacob's here. Chris is here, and then Luke finishes off with 100 Babu Fricks versus one Grogu.
Ooh,
That's kind of rough, bro.
I feel bad for those Babu Fricks.
I feel bad for those Babu Fricks too. Grogu's probably just gonna end up eating them.
Eating and hugs all the way.
Squeeze them all up.
I will never not think of Isabella. Shout out Isabella Amidala. I will never not think of her tweet anytime I hear Babu Frick. When that song came out like 8 months ago, is somebody gonna match my freak? And it's some Babu gonna match my frick, dude. That was the funniest tweet I've ever seen in my entire life. I think that's funnier than some SNL sketches that are on right now. I was
ridiculous.
dying. It was so easy to make too. She crushed it with that. Guys, now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about some also important stuff, like what guests are going to be at Rebel ScumCon this year.
Hell yeah.
Speak about 100, right? That's a good
2 or 3.
segue. 100 Rebel ScumCon guests, right? Just about if you round up really
It was
well.
all fun till this point where I'm booking the flights. I'm like, what, another
More
plane?
I know
Another
there's
plane?
more than like 13.
Yeah.
Or 14. I know there's more than that.
Well, there's 9. Well, what? There's 12 Star Wars films if you count animated Clone Wars, and there's more than that. There's more than that. So there's
movies. So
there is more than that. Well, there's 13 coming to the Boonta Eve after party for sure.
That's
On Friday.
Oh.
There's 13
I'm
unique guests
pumped
who
for
aren't
that.
part of the main Rebel ScumCon roster coming to the Boonta
Yes.
Eve after party. And that's exciting. So that's 13 for sure. And then if you look at Rebel Scum Conventions with an S.com, I think there's about 30, 35 somewhere
I can give
around
you-
there.
hold on. I can look at my spreadsheet. I can cheat.
The spreadsheet.
I will say, I think my favorite part about the website, not only is it, I mean, these top 3 are incredible for guests. Katie Sackhoff, Sam Witwer, and Emily Swallow. But my favorite thing being on the website is just scrolling down to look at the other guests and having to make it through all of Sam Witwer's accolades before you even get to the next line of guests. Like there's a full 2 lines of where guests could be, and it's filled up with Sam Witwer's accolades.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
Honestly, whenever I look at it, I feel like we should have it have Ryan switch it to yellow to be like a crawl.
Yes.
That would be great, dude.
I asked him if he would just be able to make it so that you had to hit the button to see more. So
see more.
Oh no, I love it that it's this much. Like, it's awesome.
No,
it's truly like he is incredibly important to Star Wars as a whole, and just like be like, oh, you don't believe me? This is what I think of is like if somebody was to bring him up on stage, like rolling out an old medieval scroll and having to go through the list of accolades one by one. Like it would be like the red carpet going out of the room. Just it's
do
awesome.
every one of your voices.
Right.
Hey. Katie, Sam, Emily Swallow, like the names for this are Matt Wood, Tate, who Tate was there last year, right?
Yes. Yeah, he's the only back-to-back that's on the main Rebel Scum Con roster. But
we signed him so late in the year, right before the show, that we really wanted to give him a fair shot at having a full promotion for the show.
Right. And there are some other semi back-to-back guests throughout
that aren't on this sheet,
other booths, or that are going to be throughout the Bunta Eve after party, which those guests have already been announced.
Yep, some of them have been there. Like Marty has been here before, and John Morton and David Ankrum have been here before, and they're at Bunta. And there's a couple guests that are going to be at some of the vendor booths, like booth guests that were first year guests as well.
Is Bunta? I'm assuming it's under events and activities, right?
Guest or
it is. Yeah. Yep. You can click on it there.
There it is. There you go.
Dude, I will be playing Sabacc the entire time.
Oh, yeah. I'm not to brag, but we were hanging out with our friends over at Hyperspace Props who were coming to our by the way. And
love them.
I pulled a full Sabacc on him.
Dude. Now, were you playing? Yeah, were you playing Corellian Spike?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So where do you park the Falcon now? Like, is it just outside or?
I didn't win any. Shit, fortunately. I should have, but they were like, yeah, it's just out there. And I was like, where is it? And it was an empty parking lot. I was like, oh, I get it. That's funny.
I'm a Kessel. I'm a Kessel snob now. To be honest with you, I've been spoiled. So
after Outlaws.
What a great game.
Hyperspace is really cool box.
Bro, Luke hasn't played Sabacc. Oh my god! If we learn and we win a game, I don't know. I just will feel good. That's all.
I'll just be really happy. I'll just be really stoked.
Dude, I didn't realize that both Kaz and Senator Ziono were going to be there.
Yes. First time ever together. Yep.
That's crazy. Will. By the way, I was speaking with Bobby. When we did our stream last week announcing Noshir, and I'm blanking on her name.
Gwendolyn, yeah.
Yes, Gwendolyn. And it has become bestowed upon me that I have to watch Star Wars Resistance, and I hope you would join me in this endeavor at some point this year, because it is being gassed up a lot to me right now.
Yeah, I would love to.
So maybe we should
it's the only Star Wars project I've never seen.
You haven't watched Resistance either.
All right, hold on.
I haven't.
Here's a soapbox. Resistance happened, and it walked, it crawled, so Andor could run. I'm just gonna say it. The only thing the only Star Wars project really that focused on non-Jedi people. It happened. It was that, and then some people were like, "I'm a little interested in that kind of thing," right? I mean, it was sequel time frame, which turned people off, which shouldn't. But it was kind of that.
That is I love. That's just like that headline of like Resistance walked so Andor could run is so sick. I love that.
Yeah, but what came first, Rogue One or Resistance? Because Rogue One didn't have a lightsaber.
Rogue One came first, but then Resistance came out.
But this was like
I'm so sorry, Kentucky. Rogue One didn't have a lightsaber.
I mean, okay. Sorry,
but also doesn't Kylo show up in Resistance too?
introductions to someone with a lightsaber.
But
Besides
Yeah,
that,
that's what I was
It's
going to
not.
say.
It's not necessarily Kylo focused. He's
Okay.
like he's somebody who sometimes makes appearances in the
Right.
show. He's
I don't
not
think
a
the
focused
lightsaber.
By the way,
connected with him.
Does
Yeah.
Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't Matt Wood voice Kylo in the supplemental stuff like Battlefront
Yes.
and
Oh, yeah,
Resistance?
Well,
Yes, he
Resistance
does.
too. I don't know about Resistance. That's crazy.
I don't remember about.
I mean, I could go
Resistance, 'cause
back.
they
I'm sure
actually
his
had
name will
quite a bit
pop
of
up. His
voice cast.
accolades are crazy
I
long
know-
too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just pop
I
it
know-
up on the screen.
Gwendolyn
know,
Christie
true.
came back. I know.
Yeah, he
Oscar
did.
Isaacs came back.
We almost had a pretty cool Kylo Ray thing almost
Yep.
happen. Yes.
Wait, he played. It says Elo.
Oh, yeah, Resistance. Oh, Elo. Oh no.
Elo
Elo
Asti.
Asti. Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
Loasti, yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
look up.
pretty
I'm gonna look up because I thought he
Oh, man.
voiced Kylo. I'm gonna figure this out.
He
while you're
did.
talking.
He absolutely
it's for the
did. because
games.
His agent,
remember in the show.
yeah, in the Lego game, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
that sounds.
Because-
Also, just incredibly cool that you're going to have one of the members of the Fantastic Four at Rebel Scum Con. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that. I mean, we
Wait,
didn't know
who?
that ahead of time.
Oh,
that was
yes,
not-
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was. We had no idea.
That's-
Because they don't tell us if they have
Hmm.
stuff coming up because
Okay.
they can't.
Not allowed. Yeah.
It's not just like a publicly we can't tell you. It's even behind closed doors they won't.
We're 2
Um,
for 2 on that. Between
but, yeah.
them.
And
That's
Sam
great.
Witwer, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But yes, yeah, Herbie's coming to Rebel ScumCon, which is
That's
really
so
cool.
crazy. Like
That's
also
awesome.
like 2 weeks after the movie comes
Yes.
out, pretty much.
Seriously.
Plenty of time to grab your popcorn bucket to get it and get signed.
Whoa, it's more than popcorn. It's like a whole thing.
It's like a
the
full
the
robot.
candy.
Everything.
It's
I
like
haven't seen
this
this.
big. It's insane.
It's
insane.
tall. It's also like I was in the store the other day, the grocery store, and dude, I'm such a sucker for like
Oh, yeah, the
themed
collabs.
marketing for stuff. General Mills is doing a cereal collab with Fantastic Four, and all of their cereal boxes look like the old 50s font because
Oh.
of the Fantastic Four, the theme. And the Trix box has him on it in the corner, and it looks so like the old rabbit, but then also him down in the it's so cool. I love that stuff.
If you like old like logos and stuff like that, are you into Fallout also?
Dude, I want you to know,
Will, you're into
anytime-
Fallout?
dude, anytime I'm
good.
on a plane, the Fallout playlist on Spotify is all I'm listening to. I put that on, and
How am I just finding
and-
this out about you?
not only I will not call it conk out, I'll say because it's Star Wars, I'll gonk out on a plane and just life could be a dream, and I'll just fall asleep, dude. I love that stuff.
Well, now that's
Pass
awesome.
the vibe check. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
but
we
now I'm on that Niamos dance remix.
Bro, you know that's going to be going on at Boot to Eve. I cannot wait.
Yeah, if it's not, I'm gonna be disappointed. Let's get DJ Elliott on it.
I love the the reel they just did with with her doing the it's Mon Mothma summer.
Yeah,
That was
That's
so
awesome.
it's a hot Mon Mothma summer.
Dude,
That's great, dude.
that's awesome.
Yeah. was a good
Another guest who I'm seriously stoked for all of these guests,
Oh,
but
yeah,
when Lauren
Lauren
Peterson's name popped up,
Peterson.
that is like I've got so I did a reel like maybe like 2 weeks ago. It was right when you guys announced that Lauren was going to be there, but it was right around the same time as the ILM anniversary, like of that day. It was very close.
Yeah.
I did a reel, and I've had this book for an extremely long time, but I'm going to get the page that he's on, the specific page that he's in this book, signed by him. I think Kentucky, you commented that, and I was like, yeah, that was the first thing I thought of when he was going to be there, because this book is like, along with the special edition VHS tapes that were at my grandmother's house, for some reason she had this as a coffee table book, and like, she's not into this stuff, so like I don't even know why she had this, but I would just pull this out and go through it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I mean. It was like Maz handing Ray the saber in the basement, just like, why is this here?
Why
But
did you have this thing all this years? Oh, that's a story for another time.
Oh,
Yeah.
you.
dude, it's such a big book, dude. Like, this thing is heavy, but this is for
Yes.
the It was for the 10th year of ILM. So
Oh
yeah,
wow. Okay.
I'll have to.
Sharpie on that. I just saw someone randomly like do a paint pen, and then someone just in general like they closed it too early, and it stuck
yeah,
ages.
Sharpie.
Yeah. So
Sharpie on
Sharpie, you got to go
pages.
Sharpie
Yeah,
on
it was
that,
gonna be Sharpie on
like a
pages.
metallic one or something.
Or even
Yeah.
pen itself, depending upon if it's color or depending on what kind of page it is. Yeah.
Just no paint pen on that.
Absolutely. I'll have him do it
Yeah,
in
no, I am
in
very
crayon.
stoked at that. Yeah.
Hey, Plo Koon.
Plo Koon, Watto, the absolute best haircut in any sci-fi thing ever, right here.
I mean, it was the best hair that
Meeting.
glue can apply.
Yeah. The hair helmet, it's so good, dude.
Got a haircut by Elmer's.
First convention
out
since
of-
2019.
made out of
I didn't know that
tampons.
for Gwendolyn. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she hasn't been.
Yeah.
She hasn't done a show since
Been a long
appearing in
time.
that match.
Yeah, I got to cook on this one. This one, there's a little lore with this. Gwendolyn was a pipe dream for me. I was like,
Yeah.
man, we got Omega. We have to get Nalase.
Yeah.
And Kentucky was like, yeah, whatever, man. Don't worry about it. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I was like,
well,
but what if I can get the agent's, like, what if I can get her
Well,
agent on the line?
The reason I did that was because I had already reached out and got nothing. So I was like, all right, whatever. So,
Yeah,
so when Dante was cooking it up, I'm like, yeah, go for it, dude. Like,
See what you can get.
Yeah,
But
but it seemed like a lost cause already. But like I
Yeah.
don't know why they responded to me, but it happened and it took so long, which is fine. It happens with signings here and there, but very excited about that one because first time you get to see Omega and Nalase together on anything,
That's
in
sick,
general in
dude.
public.
So cool.
I mean, and Town Wade.
yeah.
I mean, it's going to be the
Yeah.
first time
Because
he's done
Brenna's
it.
going to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, Conway's here.
And
Yeah.
Vice Admiral Rampart, because No Shirt
Yeah.
Malal will also be there.
Yep.
So they
My
Nalase
goat!
and-
Yeah, dude. Grayson is like Grayson is the the bode guy. He
Yeah, we talked all about it, and also like he plays one of my favorite characters in Red Dead 2,
Mhm.
and he's Wolf in Sekiro, which at least in the English version.
He has so
can we
many
ban it?
accolades
Can
when
we-
it comes to video games. Holy
Bro,
crap, dude!
Tony, I know you are rage baiting me. There is no way you think Rampart is cooler than Bode. You are
And it's
actually
working.
delusional. Like,
hey,
you are.
Grayson, it's working. The
Well-
rage bait is working. It's working.
Well, hang on now. Hang on now. Because like when we think about it, like Rampart started out as a villain and stayed a villain,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Bode was a guy with kind of
Right.
good intentions.
But Bode wasn't even a bit like he was doing
Well,
to protect his daughter, man.
Well, I agree, but to say he dropped the bag would be a kindness. That would be like really
Tony, you're not. You're no. Hey, you're not a father, okay? And I'm not either. But if I was, I can understand Bode's. All right, so get
I
out
was
of here.
gonna say
buddy.
that-
I get that, but let's consider the facts. All he had to do was break out his kiddo and get her to, secret planet land alongside with Cal Kestis and everybody else who had the codes together, bro. They already had it all
I
together.
get it.
He just had to be like,
Also-
hey, meet me here. Just meet me here. And Bo just had
No,
to pull
I get.
up.
He
Grayson, you're
crashed
right,
out.
though.
He
Bo
crashed.
just had to pull
Yeah.
out.
Oh, he definitely crashed. I mean, it's almost
Yeah.
like any. I mean, it's very similar to what Anakin did. I feel like you're a father who's trying to do too much in Star Wars.
Bro.
I mean, fear leads to the dark side, right?
Mhm.
So it happens, but I get it. It was when that game came out. It was like I think my daughter was like 2 months in, 2 months of being alive.
Oh,
being a
yeah.
human, and it happened. I was like, this sucks, but I get it, but it sucks. Yeah.
Dude, it's also Tony. It's Bode, not Bodhi. Bodhi is a character from Rogue One. All right, and that's spelled Bodhi. So come back to me when you know how to spell Star Wars character names. Okay.
It's funny. I actually talked to Tina Evlev about it at last Rebel
Oh
Scum
my
Con,
gosh.
talking about Bode, not knowing obviously we'd even be able to land Bode.
Yeah.
I think I almost cried in front of her. I was like, oh, it was so emotional. I was like, she was like, all right, buddy.
All right, can you get out of here, please?
Dude, one of the
such a nice person to meet, though. I
he
will
is
say.
he is such a pleasant individual. Like I'm such a fan of his work. Like it's
Can't wait.
incredible stuff.
Have you met him before? No, sir.
No.
No.
I've just been a fan of his work for years.
Yeah.
He's also Mysterio in Spider-Man 2. I don't know if people knew that.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
he
the
is.
game,
He's
yeah.
awesome.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he was the agent who represents Michelle Ang and Rena Owen were at a show with him in the UK or Europe. I'm not sure where.
Probably
And
NCM, yeah.
yeah, I think it was MCM, I believe.
Yep.
And he texted me. He goes, "Hey, have you spoken to Nasir?" And I go, he's a great guest. He goes great with my clients that are already on the show. And I said, I just didn't have contact with him. I'm like, I'd be into him. He's like, so within like 48 hours, his agent reached out to us like, hey, you want to, and we were working with this agent on another deal. And they were like, hey, do you want to add Nasir? And I go, oh, so he contacted you and said he wants to do our show. Cool. So it was fun because it's been happening now, like in the last couple people that we've announced and the next one we're going to announce, that they were directly spoken to about either from another guest or another person like affiliated with the show that were like, hey, you should go check out this show. And then bam, they either reached out directly to us or they got their people involved and got to us. So it's kind of humbling and it's kind of fun that
Dude.
just guests that are coming to the show are reaching out to other people they know, like, hey, you should be here. And they're like, yeah, and they're doing it. So
it's so sick, man.
And I have this problem with no. So it's like, oh, you want to come to the show too? Okay, come. Yes.
Yeah, we know.
Yes.
Yeah, we know.
We'll
find a way, bro.
Just quickly, and I mean, we don't even have to do it quickly. I'd love to talk a little bit about Boonta and like go through the guests there because
I can
like
get you another link there. That's the ticketing.
Yeah, I was trying to look. I was like, where are the faces? I'm a visual learner.
I got you.
Yeah, that's the ticket site.
I got you. I'm looking
you got
at
it
right now.
Yeah, drop them the linky. Drop them the linky.
The linky.
The linky for the Bodie.
Huh?
Oh, I guess they're all listed right here too.
Oh, here.
They
I
are
put
listed
it
here,
in,
but
I put it in the chat for you.
Okay.
Yeah, he dropped it in. There it be.
There it goes. It's gone now. Hey, there all of you are again.
Well, he has to open the link off cam. I mean, it's like, what if it's a prank link from Dante? Dante is shenanigizer.
It's a prank, bro.
That would be awesome.
It's just Dante with a shirt over his head, and there's like a fake Wookiee like picture on like where the shirt is, and it's
Dante versus
like,
one Wookiee.
It's that like 2009 GIF of that stormtrooper just humping the air. Yeah, that just
with pelvic thrust.
Yeah, dude, that was like so dumb.
There we go.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, there's
Diana.
Pictures. Yay.
Dude, I cannot wait for this one.
Stoked.
I haven't
So
even
cool.
actually met Diana yet. Kentucky and Josh have met her multiple times. No, I've been in the same room as her. I haven't actually physically met and like said hello, hi, nice to meet you yet myself.
We spoke at
I wasn't part of that.
No, because we
I
spoke to
was
her
there
at
for that
Comic-Con,
event, but I was
and
not
then we
part of that
spoke to her again
conversation.
at what's it called, MegaCon.
Yeah, I wasn't part of that conversation either.
She's a sweetheart.
I think I was filming content or talking to somebody else at that point.
Well, I mean, fortunately enough that she got in season 1 of Ahsoka, and now she's able to be at our show because the Ahsoka people are stuck in the UK this summer, so they can deal with that funness instead of being at Rebel ScumCon, unfortunately.
True. But Night Sisters are hard
always
to
the
kill.
future.
Night Sisters are hard to kill.
Ahsoka is okay.
Well,
I'll say live action. Ahsoka is not only my favorite Star Wars Disney Plus series, but it is also Ahsoka season 2 is my most anticipated live action Star Wars series because Maul Shadow Lord is my most anticipated animated. And those two are neck and neck for like that is my next year is same way for Grayson. It's like Grayson, you said watching Ahsoka season 1 when we talked to I think it was when we talked to Brent that you were like, it felt like Ahsoka season 1 was a gift to me specifically. That's how I feel about next year with Ahsoka season 2 and Maul Shadow Lord. I'm like, is Lucasfilm doing this just for me? Like, I cannot wait for both of those to come out. And Diana being there, being the only person from Ahsoka, as well as in my opinion, the best episode of The Mandalorian in all 3 seasons is that Ahsoka episode. That is, I loved that episode.
That's you think that's that's your favorite?
There's a lot of debut and introduction in that episode.
It's a great episode, dude. Corvus, the planet that like is where the settlement's on and everything.
For what I enjoy, like for my favorite parts of Star Wars, the weird like woo-woo Force stuff, the Japanese like old samurai film influences, as well as like the old, even like the old Western influences of like just a beat up rundown town, 2 heroes go in, 1 comes out, like all of those like those critical parts that make Star Wars are all on display in just that episode. I watched that episode just by myself probably like once a week, if not 5 to 6 times a month. Like I love specifically that episode.
Will we have to talk? Okay, we're gonna have to do a top 5 Mando episodes because I've got some thoughts for sure.
Oh yeah, that is we could talk about Mando for a long time because that show is so much fun. But like that second season, man, is so special. And Diana being a part of that episode, like I have so, especially too, like getting her backstory for Tales of the Empire was so much fun too.
Oh yeah,
bro, the fact that she was responsible for one of the coolest TIE fighter designs in canon, TIE Defender, baby.
Yeah, the TIE Defender was great, and the tie-in to that, to the Rebels episodes. I mean, it kind of just that whole full circle there.
Her fight with Rook in Tales of the Empire, when they brought Rook back, I was like, let's go, dude, because like, you know, he's in Rebels, but he's like, I don't feel like he gets a huge spotlight. I'm like, I want more of that character, you know, I want more of that Rook.
I want more Nogri in general.
Yes, dude. Bro,
like
especially
I just want more Nogri content.
Yeah.
Like, please.
They do the whole like, oh man, so good.
Please go to the Nogri planet in season 2 of Ahsoka, please, and please bring up the
dude.
They go to the Nogri planet with Leia, and they do the daughter of Vader sort of thing.
Exactly.
Bro, if they brought back like Hanukkah or whatever,
that's
my gosh.
And that's why we need to get this message out so that Diego Luna sees it and goes, wait, Yaba is at Rebel ScumCon. I have to go there because he didn't get his Yaba in Andor season 2, as we all witnessed, which is very very painful to have not witnessed. I mean, that would have been. I know it would have been a side quest episode, Tony. Like, I know it would have been weird to cram in there, like a little fan service even, but I feel like we could have made a Cassian and Yaba interaction work for one episode. At least one.
He's got just one. Andor being I think people would really be like, commenters are already annoying enough of like, Andor works because there's no key jingling, and you don't need lame cameos. If at any point Cassian Andor was to go to Tatooine, I think people would explode. Like just like another Star Wars show that has to go to Tatooine. Like I think that I think people.
We went to Yavin.
Yeah.
What if Jabba left Tatooine on like a pleasure yacht or something, and Cassian because Cassian's always getting wound up in the most asinine, ridiculous situations.
Like maybe he got picked up while he was chilling in the TIE Avenger just in space.
That would have been crazy, dude. He's like, you gotta get out of here.
Again.
Oh man.
Taylor
Gray. Outside of Jabba, Ezra Bridger. Come on.
That guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Bro, I just realized that Jabba's actually on the graphic. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, where's Lando though? For real?
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Where's Lando?
The
He's
nephew
also
of...
supposed to be the.
Yeah, we'll talk with Spencer on that one. We could probably upgrade that.
No, dude, Taylor Gray is awesome, and plus they're doing
Titus
the podcast.
Yeah,
but also Anna Graves.
Dude, Anna Graves.
Duchess
Wait, she's Leia in Disney Infinity?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
What?
so both Kryze sisters, Duchess Satine,
both Kryze,
and Katie
Bo-Katan
Sackhoff
Kryze
will be
Yeah.
at
That's
RSC.
I
or at
didn't.
least around
That's
RSC because
that's
Anna's
sick.
at Bunta, but
yeah.
yeah.
They'll both
On the
be
same day
in
you can
Frisco,
meet-
Texas.
Yeah, on the same day you can meet Katie Sackhoff and then go meet her sister. Right
Who is
after-
that Zabrak? That Zabrak bounty hunter.
Oh, what's her name? She was in Clone Wars. She was.
What episode is that from? I'm blanking on it. I
she was
know
on
that
the
art.
She was on the planet with Embo, on Felucia with Embo, when they were teaching the farmers to defend
Oh, right.
also
Yes,
killed,
the
by
Seven
the way.
Samurai episode that they did.
Yes.
Bro, I forget Christopher Sean is also Nightwing in a couple things. That so
is
sick.
insane, dude.
And Ultraman.
Yes,
Yeah.
because then the Netflix Ultraman stuff.
Yep.
Art
Dude, I've been-
from Punch and
Yeah,
Chewie is
I'm-
going to freak out about that one. He
I'm-
loves
What?
Ultraman.
Real? Oh, that's awesome.
Ultraman's
Yeah.
cool.
That's so
Yep.
sick, dude. What a handsome guy.
Dude!
Dr.
I cannot
Pershing. Yeah.
Pershing.
Wait, he plays. Does he play Corky Kryze? Who is that in the bottom left? Who is that Mandalorian kid? That's not
No,
Corky,
that's not
is it?
Corky.
Okay, who is that then? He
No,
plays one of the.
I don't think that's
I
Corky.
don't know. Spencer does all kinds of weird things in his graphics.
I'm like, he must play one of the Mandalorian kids in like Clone Wars season 2 or 3, maybe.
That looked like I think that was at least 3 or 4.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Because
crazy.
that was probably the episode where Ahsoka was running around with the kids,
Yep.
getting them into no good.
I will tell you right now. I had to click buttons. Cadet Amos. Cadet Amos.
okay.
The Clone Wars, the Academy, and the Lawless, in 2 separate episodes, separated by 3 years.
John Morton,
Okay.
one
Dak.
of the original Boba Fett's. Dak,
No way.
Guy who
He's
can
Dak, bro. They got Dak.
The whole Empire.
Empire himself.
It's
Yeah.
kind of a
That
return
guy-
too, not exactly to Rebel Scum Con, but he's affiliated with us and somehow.
Yep.
somehow.
Yeah. Well, he was at Rebel Scum Con last year.
He was at year 1.
So, yep.
That's awesome.
And
Oh,
This is
hey,
a fun
another
Marty.
one.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see Marty again. He was
I was
so
about to say,
much
he's-
fun to hang out with.
He's super nice.
He
So
seems
many
like
of
such
them.
a great guy. Like,
So
from
many of the
everything I've
guests
seen.
were just a pleasure to spend time with, and unfortunately, I myself didn't even get to meet all of the guests for. Yeah, I didn't spend like any time with Lateef at all. I wanted to, but I
I
was busy.
We're
was too
talking
busy doing
about.
other
I can't remember the name of the movie right now. The Capoeira movie from like the mid '90s. Only the Strong, because he's a capoeira master, and I believe he was in that movie. We were talking about that, and they based the character of now I'm gonna blank in Tekken. That's based off of his mocap, but also him physically too. Damn, why I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for Lateef talk. I didn't prepare for this.
And as you
Eddie Gordo.
Eddie
Gordo
so
is
many other
Lateef's
awesome
brother.
guests.
Yeah.
So many.
Dude,
There he
there's
is.
So many.
There's Borskfalia 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Let's go.
Like, it's so much fun. Dang. Like, and he was Shark Boy in
Or that's
That's
oh
Shark
what
Boy.
in the what? That's crazy.
when they
dude.
brought it back, when Robert Rodriguez did
Yeah,
what
dude.
if Spy Kids were superheroes?
I don't
That's
know who
awesome.
asked Robert. I don't know
Bro,
who
it's-
it was, but hey, we got it.
Bro,
Yeah.
Will
we
know
got
your facts.
Pedro
That's not Spy
Pascal
Kids, bro.
in that
Shark Boy and
movie.
Lava Girl's a different universe.
No. I said when he made the version of Spy Kids and was like, what if Spy Kids were superheroes? Because that's basically what the movie is that they're in.
Right.
They come back and they're like kids. Pedro Pascal's
Pedro Pascal's in it.
is
Holbrook's
also in it. Yeah.
Glenn Holbrook.
Now JJ was the main stunt coordinator for I believe season 1 and 2 and other Disney Plus stuff.
Yeah.
But he was also the deputy to Cobb Vanth.
Yep.
He was the suit actor he was one of the suit actors for Boba Fett in Book of Boba Fett. For when he was suited up in armor separate from who did we have year one?
Year one we had Julius.
Iad Elbatar was
Not Julius.
The stunt performer for when he wasn't helmeted for Boba Fett, but when he is helmeted, it's JJ Dash now. Yeah.
And Bunta Eve is which
Friday.
Friday night.
Friday night at 8 p.m.
Friday night after Rebel Scum Con ends, Punta Eve begins. It's at the Revel Studio Bar and Grill. It's it's like 3 miles up the road, and it's basically a straight shot.
It's really close.
Yeah.
And for that, VIPs are already sold out for Bunta, but general admission's still very available. Get your tickets now because there's no guarantee that stays available, especially with how quick VIP sold out. So
VIP sold out in a day.
Yeah. So if you like seeing additional guests that aren't going to be at Rebel Scum Con, and you like karaoke and maybe some little music to go along with it.
I know of at least 3 Rebel Scum Con guests that are going to be hanging out there. You know, it's open invitation to all of our guests that are in town already. And even if they are not appearing until Saturday and Sunday, if they're not Friday guests, it does not mean they will not already be in Texas.
Bro, I'll sing some karaoke, man. I don't care.
We're going to be doing it. I'm going to be up there.
I'll do it, bro.
You were talking about Star Wars Connect earlier, and I'm practicing Han Solo.
I'm feeling like a star. You can't stop my shot. I'm in the cloud city. My head's in the sky.
You don't understand. I think I get that sent to me in any form or fashion from Grayson at least twice a day.
Oh, we can start sending it to each other, Grayson, because I've been on the Han Solo meme hype train lately. I'm so glad that we're back with that again.
Back, bro.
At least twice a day. It'll just be that.
Also, I know it's not it's not a character centric thing, but Hologram Girl, which is the play on Hollaback Girl by Gwen Stefani, is absolutely legendary, bro. Ain't no hologram girl. Ain't no hologram girl.
Oh my goodness.
This my ship.
Yeah, let's just set that up actually. Let's just set that up in the middle of like sets and stuff like that, and we'll just play the Connect Star Wars.
Yep. That should be the only walkout song you guys use for panel guests. That's no matter the panel, no matter the guests, even if you have multiple people on the same panel. Like, and here's Lauren Peterson. I'm feeling like a star. You can't stop my son.
You got to tell DJ Elliott. He's going to be the one emceeing in the panel.
I'm probably not for everyone, but
I'm hopping on my Falcon, Wookiee at my side.
Oh no. Okay, guys. We talked about the guests. It wouldn't be an episode of Determined Focus if we didn't do a blind ranking. Now, there are 5 of us here. Okay?
Oh, so God.
I love blind rankings.
Yep.
We all have to determine this. This is Determined Focus. We have to determine the 10.
I hope it's what I think it is.
There's 5 of us here. There are 10 options. These are all going to be in honor of Rebel Scum Con. One of the most iconic things about the Rebellion are their ships. We are going to be blind ranking 10 of the Rebellion ships.
Bro.
I've got a notepad down, Grayson, if you'd like.
Well, I have a feeling we're going to be dipping into.
I'm just writing it down for my own personal, but yeah.
Okay.
So are we all doing 2 apiece?
Wait, are we doing homework?
No, we are. I'm going to.
No, we're just ranking.
Yeah, I'm going to say one,
the coolest.
And the group has to decide what number it sits.
God,
hey, visual guy, can we get like a notepad on the side?
Oh yeah, I can pull up the list. I can pull up the list.
Will's a pro. He knows what he's
doing. I can pull up the list. I can pull up the list.
It's gonna be like,
because I'm gonna forget. I'm like, did we do 3 already?
Here, let me do that. That's actually.
You sure it has an eraser option, because there's gonna have to be some.
But the thing is, I don't want to tell you guys what's next. So I'm gonna.
Once we lock in, See, I thought we were going to end up doing it like we were going to do it like you go, then I go, then Bobby, then Dante. Like we were going to do, and then
no. I want to hear everybody's opinions on where it goes.
Oh God, yeah, it's just gonna literally the sound is just going to be us yelling over each other. So we'll have great cases.
And hey, that's so much fun, ain't it?
There is only one at number 1. The rest I can whatever.
Yes, it's the
Hey, Grayson, you don't know what.
The look from Grayson says no.
You don't know what's going to be on here. Okay, let me do.
Well, the B-Wing's got to be on there. There's only so many Rebel ships.
I don't know. He's going to say something like ridiculous. Like, I don't.
Yeah. It's going to be like Glub Shitos T-21. Even though that's
bro.
I was this close. I originally had texted Dante and Grayson that we were going to do a Glup Shitto.
I know.
Are these?
Are we not? Oh,
are these only? This is going to take us a long time.
Are these only starfighters, or are these like also cruisers and frigates and?
There are 10 flying vehicles on this list, and it is a blind ranking. Grayson.
Flying vehicles. That means it could be air speeders too.
There are 10 on here. And here's the thing. I'm not going to give you a good order. This is just going to be fun. We got to make this entertaining. Okay.
I'm
going to pull up the list. I'm going to pull up the list a little bit once we have a lot of space. Okay. For the first 3, we're going to determine. And then once we have
I've got a list right here.
Yeah. That way I can like have it on screen of the numbers of where everything is sitting right now.
Taking acoustic.
Yeah, I'm with Ilum.
Okay. Luthen ship.
I
mean, maybe
if it's on the list, that's 1, right? Even though
maybe it'll pop up. Maybe it'll pop up. We don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. The first ship is going to be the Tantive 4. Number 3 already? You got 10 spots and you're putting the Tantive at number 3?
It is the first ship you see in Star Wars.
It kind of got hawked though, didn't it? They kind of hawked it. Like
it just got captured in the
crew,
like,
but it's a banger it's a banger ship, man.
No, it's very cool.
Give me
I just think okay.
No. This is a democracy.
I'm saying this is democracy.
It's not. It is no lower than 5.
I'm leaning towards 5 myself.
Okay,
the
6.
Blockade Runner. There's a lot of other ships out there that had dubs, that had victories. The Blockade Runner.
But it's not even. It's just like it's about the aura, bro. Like the Tantive 4.
It's got like
Obi-Wan and Yoda.
It's like, hey, it's kind of like the first thing that got boarded, and
I mean, it got boarded.
So it's like,
but it's also
5, 6, you know, like
what's 6? 6. How about 6?
But it was also the only ship to escape the Battle of Scarif.
Exactly.
Well,
other
ships made it out of Scarif.
Yeah,
but it transported the plans. Transported the plans.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So that gives it the 5 then, not 6.
Yeah, I mean
5.
We're putting it at 5.
I'm good at 5.
Okay with 5. Yeah.
I'm good at 5.
The Tantive 4
now. We're gonna have to
spot
No, they don't move.
But I will say, aura points are carrying it.
They're locked
Heavy.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, once they're there, they're there. We're not moving them. This is a blind ranking.
It's a blind ranking. That's what makes
it Sorry.
That's
the
what makes it fun.
That means that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other.
Are we saying that the right way? By the way, I heard there's another.
Some people say the Tantive V4, and I hate that.
Yeah, the Tantive V. Yeah,
Roman numerals.
Or Tantive
it's the Tantive.
The Tantive IV always.
The Tantive EV. No.
Is it AT or AT-AT? When I was growing up, the commercial said AT-AT, so that's what I bought when I went to the store.
AT-AT.
Bogus.
So that means only
have fun playing with your accent.
Than the Tantive 4. That's what we're saying. There's only 4 possible ships that can be cooler than the Tantive 4, and there's at least 5 ships that are less cool.
There's only 4 ships that are cooler than the Tantive. I'm so sorry. There's only 4 ships that the Rebellion uses that are cooler than the Tantive 4.
He's saying, like, based on our ranking, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought that was your take. I was like, Kentucky. What are we talking about?
That's why I'm hard to say. Yeah, 5. I agree. I can't.
There's 2.
That's the point. Welcome.
We don't know. Like,
welcome
could
to the
also
blind rankings.
hit us up with Snow Speeder here.
We got 60 seconds here. I'm starting a clock. We can either switch it to somewhere else or we're keeping it there. What do you guys want?
Are we
leaving it at 5?
I would bring it up to 4, but I'm fine with 5.
Okay, I'm cool with 4 or 5. We can flip a coin on it. I don't care.
I love
I feel like that's doable.
6
Yeah.
or 7 is where I would rest on it.
Oh, I mean, he's got to cook it. So 5. So I feel like 5. This is in between. So 4.
Do I hear 6? Do I hear 6?
Bobby, what do you
I said
say?
8. So
30 seconds.
Grayson still loves you if you disagree with him.
I was thinking 5 from the start. Like
okay. Let's do 5. Let's do 5.
I feel like 5 safe for Tantive.
5's okay.
The Tantive IV at spot V. Okay.
I know my B-wing is going to get no love now.
You know your what?
The B-wing better be number 1.
The boing.
The boing.
I'm so sorry. The next ship is the U-wing.
Oh,
that's a 3, bro. That's
a 3.
They didn't even make it a scarif, bro. Come on, put it down some more.
I love the U-wing. Then we're down to.
It's the only troop transport. Like, it's cooler, bro. It's cooler than the Tantive.
I'm setting it
a 3-minute clock. That's why I'm saying it should be the 8. But, here we are.
4? Can we put it at 4?
I'm saying 6.
No, I mean,
6.
I'm cool with 3.
I'm down with 6 or 7 for me.
I'm cool with 3.
I know what's coming next, and I just want you to know that it is asinine that the U-wing is not as it will be anywhere below the Tantive IV. Are you kidding me?
No.
The U-wing the U-wing might be the coolest rebellion ship outside of like the obvious ones that everybody's like, well, you didn't say the U-wing is so cool. Like one of the coolest additions to the rebellion fleet.
The U-wing and Andor and Rogue One is a 3. Hasbro's U-wing that is a single operator starfighter.
Okay, I agree.
The Lego. All right,
I'm talking like biblically accurate U-wing. You know, holds holds like real.
It's cooler.
All right.
It's cooler than the Mandalorian.
4?
4? I'm at 4.
All right,
I'm 4.
We're over. Dante, you're overruled. Get out of here, bro.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
We could have averaged it, but it's okay.
Okay.
4 it is.
We could take it.
I was about to say, how would that work? 5.5.
Oh, yeah, we'll just average it to 5 and then the 10.
I meant more like the middle of the 2, but we're good.
Okay.
We already put Tantive.
So
right
now,
right
now, the 2 spots that are taken are at number 4 is the U-wing, and right below it at number 5 is the Tantive 4. The next ship that is up is the Y-wing.
Oh, I love the Y-wing, man.
I love the Y-wing.
This entire
Clone Wars Y-wing
thing from the beginning. I can only blame Grayson.
That's a 2 for me, dog.
That's a 2?
It's going to 2.
Bobby.
Going to 2.
There's a lot of other ships on this list here, sir.
I know. I'm aware.
It's a 3.
I think
I
it's
love the enthusiasm. You are a bold one.
I love it, but it's a 3 because nothing beats the X-Wing. It's so iconic. That's number 1. Already know it. Number 2.
I'm going to be honest with you. You don't even know that the X-Wing is on this list right now.
It's going to be on this list. It's going to be.
It's on the list.
As what Ben Middleton said, I'm waiting for you to say X effing wing, bro. All right, I'm paraphrasing. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All right.
It's Calkite.
Calkite.
I would put the U-wing at 6.
The U-wing? The Y-wing.
Sorry, Y-wing. Yeah. I'd put it at 6. I like it. I really do. But again, my problem with it is that they use it in all 3 trilogies. I'm like, can we get something new, man? Like, what are we doing?
No shot.
Bobby, I am so sorry. I also rank the U-wing over the Y-wing. I love the Y-wing. I think the U-wing is in my top 5 ships of all time.
That's. I mean, I don't blame you for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't blame you for that.
And the Tantive 4 is in nobody's top 5 ships of all time. So it's a little bit of a skewed list.
Oh my God!
Organa's top 5 ships of all time. I'll have you know.
That's funny.
So where's everybody? Everybody say where they want it at. We can maybe try to split the difference or something because y'all wanted it high.
I'll move it at 3.
3. I'm cool with 3.
Dante, what did you say?
I'm like a 6, but I can
literally. Will, can you just me and him are at 6.
I'm trying to leave room for the top. That's the thing. I'm leaving.
That's my thing. Yeah.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Will either say 3 or 6. You gotta overrule here.
I can't. I literally know the list. That's not fair.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's true.
it doesn't. You
Well,
know, but disregarding the list, your preference, like not knowing anything else, where would you
Alright.
put it? Because we don't
Hey,
know.
Star Wars fans, there's a bunch of people watching this right now. If you have an opinion on whether or not the Y-wing should be at the 3 position, or the
Someone
6
in the
position,
chat.
I
Oh my
will
God,
literally
bro.
take the first person to comment if they want it at 3 or 6 right now.
like
just
it could
to
go.
split
It's
the
a swing
difference.
vote.
There's
in the
13
chat.
people in
I
here.
love it.
First person to say either 6 or 3.
Three.
It's where it
First,
goes.
yeah,
Deciding
first
the
person to
ranking.
comment
Oh,
6 or
love it.
3. Oh, Chris
Six!
Forsyth. I guess it's going at 6.
Ah!
Rebel
Dante,
Dante,
you're
you
cheating.
did it. No.
Dante, who's logged into the
Who
YouTube
did
chat?
That's awesome. That's
Cheating.
awesome. Okay.
It's so funny. Chris actually
Thank you,
beat me to
Chris.
it.
Thank you, Chris.
So funny.
The
Nobody,
next
not
the
one
next
of
ship
you typed a 3 in there.
that is and also, like everybody said, I mean, we only have 2 comments. One of them is from us, and the other one is 6. So right now, 6 is the winning.
know.
We have at the next spot for debate
Mhm.
the Hammerhead Corvette.
Oh, that's a good one, bro.
That's a
I kind
great
of
10.
regret putting Tantive in 5 now.
Wait, do you only like you got a hard on for capital ships? That's it.
Dude, the
That's-
Hammerhead
No,
Corvette is
it's because
awesome.
it's from KOTOR, bro, and then they brought it back.
True.
It single-handedly took out that Star Destroyer and rammed it in, saving
Rogue One,
grace.
I know.
My man's cooking. My man's cooking here.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
I'm bummed that I can't bump the Tantive down now.
don't think I can
No.
confidently put it in the top 3, truly, but I would put it at 7.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'm
would-
good with that. I'm good
Yeah,
with that.
you can put him at 7, and then the hamburger can go at 6 because it's not ever.
Oh, we can't move Tantive, but I mean, like we're putting Hammerhead at 7.
No, I said the hamburger.
So funny.
Oh. Okay.
Hammerhead
at
Corvette
7.
is currently at 7 right now. We have the U-Wing at 4, the Tantive 4 at 5, the Y-Wing at 6, and the Hammerhead Corvette at 7.
Oh, okay. I never going to
The
order.
next
Okay.
ship that is up, I cannot wait for this discussion, is the B-Wing.
One. Number 1, baby.
Number two. It can't
Number
be cooler
2
than the
for
X-wing.
you?
It's number 2. I love the Boeing.
Wait, it's your
I
favorite.
love the Boeing. That's
you're
my
saying
favorite,
no?
but I respect the ship that took out 2 Death Stars.
That's true.
So I
There is only 3 ships in the top 3. and
Chris
it's not the
Forsyth
B-Wing.
says 9 on the B-Wing. Ooh.
No, the Boeing, no. Especially after
I
it reached its full potential in the Skeleton Crew for live action potential.
how about 3? Because I have a feeling
Dante,
you
what are
guys
you
are
putting it at? Because
Only
I
3
don't know where
still
you're
open?
feeling.
I would put it
I
at
really
3.
don't have a strong feeling about the Boeing, to be honest with you. So
Man, you.
I just
I'm trying to like make a decision here.
kids these
I
days.
love that it. I love the
Kids
design.
these
I
days.
love that
Honestly,
it does
yeah,
stuff.
I keep,
least
I keep
OP
looking
head in
around
here.
my monitor to my Boeing that's right over there. I just keep them like, I know, buddy, I got you. I know.
No, your
I got
Boeing's
you.
looking at you like traitor.
Like here,
No, Put me
hot
number-
take.
put me
Andor
not number
Andor
one.
made me
How dare
actually
you.
interested in the original trilogy. Like before
Man.
that, I was kind of like, you
Wait
know.
a second.
That's kind of insane.
Ooh,
That
I-
is a
7.
Dante has 2 of the most outlandish takes on this entire episode, and I love it. I love it. Tony says 7 in the chat for the
man.
B-Wing. Chris
Where's
Forsyth
the
says
We don't even.
9.
You can't
for
do
the
7,
B-Wing.
bro. 7's already
3.
7.
7.
3.
Oh yeah, Tony
Yeah,
said.
after this one, we might need it on the screen just so we
So
can
it's
Alright.
8 or
Yeah,
3.
yeah. After this one, I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah.
Where do you feel on this one, Grayson? Yeah, I don't think you.
I like the B-Wing, but there's 3 other ships that I'm reserving for the top 3, and it's not the
Correct.
B-Wing.
It's not the Boeing. Yeah.
What are the
That's
other
kinda where I'm
3?
Bro, X-Wing,
I'm
Falcon,
so sorry,
Fondor,
I cannot
Hallcraft.
tell you.
Slave 1 is not a rebel ship.
Okay, I mean.
Wait,
those
what's
are
not a
good
rebel ship?
choices.
The
Those are
slave
good
one.
choices.
Rebel ship.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Human
have the
ability.
slave one.
And the gunship, that's Republic.
I'm not gonna
Or
lie.
unless we're talking about something else.
Actually,
Tony,
Republic
you got
gunships
here
were
late,
used by
pal.
the rebellion.
Yeah,
They were used by the
Tony's
rebellion.
just saying votes now.
I mean, I feel like I've argued. I feel like we could. I'm not happy about it, but we could put it at 3.
Yeah, we could bend the
What's
knee on
that?
that and then see
What's
how
that?
wrong everyone is. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, just so we can blame.
I love the smile that Will has right now.
B-Wing is going at number 3, ladies
Oh
and gents.
no! What is coming?
It's not
next?
cooler
That
than the U-Wing at
smile. What
all,
is-
but I'm gonna
Yeah,
concede.
I can't wait for the Falcon, X-wing, and Luthen ship to come up, and
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna
have to
be.
disagree.
Hey man, Falcon's cool and all, man, but them protons and torpedoes from the X-wing. And ended the Death Star 1 and 2.
Okay.
My boy Luke and Wedge.
Let's
1-2
pull
punch.
this up on screen. Let's pull this up
The-
on screen.
The only
Hey,
I'm
people
ready
that-
for the Band-Aid to get ripped off at this point, Will. You're killing me. Just
the
go
only
ahead. Just
people
get.
that
Let's
people
keep
shot
going,
for
man.
Lives lost.
I've got the list. I've got the list right here. Okay, 1 and 2 are empty. Number 3 is B-wing. Number 4 is U-wing. 5 is Tantive 4.
Right.
6 is Y-wing. 7 is Hammerheads. We got 8, 9, 10, and 1 and 2. Bam,
That is
bam, bam.
correct.
Oh boy.
That is correct. The next ship that is up is Home 1.
See, Kentucky, you're gonna say I'm gonna want to put it in the top 2, but I'd put it at 9. I'm not attached to it.
Yeah. Hey man.
I was
mean,
also thinking like 8 or 9. Yeah.
I mean, it had a really cool window that you could look down into the battlefield.
Yeah, it's cool. Like it's a unique
I
ship,
love
but
the
like,
shape. Yeah.
but it's not like when it comes to the other Rebel capital ships, like the MC-75, which was also in Rogue One, has like the small little thing in the bottom. I think it's
Yeah,
way cooler. Yeah.
The medical frigate, right?
Oh, there's also the Nebulon B,
That
which
Yeah.
is also
is
pretty
really
goated.
Yeah.
Okay. And so 80, the MC-80 Home 1 at 9.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. So then we've
9?
got 1, 2, 8, and 10 open.
Correct.
1, 2, 8, and 10 is open. Next up is the X-Wing.
1. 1. I mean,
Yeah.
icon.
That's
Iconic.
understandable.
All
It
reliable.
literally cannot be anything else.
All
No,
reliable.
I mean, if this is Imperial, it's TIE Fighter. It's an it's an LN TIE.
I don't
No,
know
I mean, it's
about LN
iconic.
number
It doesn't
one
have
on
to be
Empire.
the strongest weapon. It doesn't have to have the best guns or the coolest. It's icon.
I would say if there was Imperial ships, number 1 would be the Star Destroyer, 2 would be TIE Fighter, but that's a different
Okay.
discussion.
I just want to say
concede to that.
before we
concede to
move
that.
on that the
Yes.
way a blind ranking works is that the next ships that are listed,
Uh-huh.
they have to go in the spots that they go in. Like
Yeah.
there is no moving them around.
I know.
You have done that to yourself.
Oh boy.
I started this argument when we put Tantive 5 at number Tantive 4 at number 5, and it's been all
Tantive
going
5
on.
is fine.
Now Tantive being at 8 doesn't seem so crazy. Let's hear it.
I
I said 8 for it. I didn't.
Hey, you were
Uh,
just giving me the spiel about.
Will, would you give us after we're done one swap? Like when we're done,
I'll give you one
like
swap.
one trade. We can.
Aw, I love that. I love that. I'll give you one swap, and I hope it's used on the B-wing to make it number 1.
No!
Okay.
If we're
we have
doing that, we're swapping
3
the
spots
B-wing for the
left.
Tantive.
There is number 2, there is number 8, and there is number 10. The next ship up is the Millennium Falcon.
Dope.
Iconic.
Most iconic ship in Star Wars history.
I mean, after the X-wing.
No. I'm talking like Rebel ships X-Wing, but it's kind of like, okay, when you think about like Batman's the face of DC, but Superman's the face of superheroes, that's kind of the thing where like it's Bobby, there is no way you were putting the Falcon at number 10.
Nah, that's crazy. That's rage bait right there. I know.
That
rage
is
bait.
that is some clip farming material.
It's constantly falling apart. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is held together by like duct tape.
true.
and
I
That is
things.
true,
mean, it's
That's awesome.
It's 2.
Um,
It's 2.
So
There
the
was-
Falcon is at number
That's true. I
2.
still got 2 on it though, but that's true.
What is Kentucky? What did you
All
say?
reliable.
I mean,
We have 2 open, 8 open, and 10 open.
Yeah, it can't go
I-
at 8 or 10. That's
it's
yeah,
hard
that's
to
blasphemy.
disagree with it at 2 because
I'm just
I mean
messing
how
with you.
how it should be, how it should have went down was the X-wing at 1, the Falcon at 2, the Y-wing at 3, and now you have the 3 iconic original trilogy ships, the ones that were there from the beginning, and and then the B-wing can be at 4, the A-wing at 5.
Wait, we can't go back.
And then
We
all the
can't
go
capital
back.
ships come
Kentucky,
in the bottom.
Kentucky, you
Say
have
all
2
that,
open,
and
you have 8 open, and you have 10 open.
I already said 2 for the Falcon, and
Nice.
unfortunately, the
Wow.
A-wing is going to get beat and get put in a position
Whatever.
it shouldn't be because we let these
Fine.
silly capital
Okay.
ships be too high.
No, we're gonna put Luthen at 10, and it's gonna happen all
Um,
because
I
will-
of the
I'm gonna-
B-wing.
I would just like to say.
It's not.
I would just like to say.
It's the A-wing. I know it.
I would just like to say, once again, you have done this to yourself. The next ship that is up is the Ghost.
Ah, see?
Oh,
no.
No!
Yeah, then put it at 10 so we can swap it. Yeah,
All right, put
that's the
Falcon
only
back
option.
at
Yep.
10. Now,
Put it at 10 so we can swap the wing out.
Oh man!
It was all bad. It was all bad from the tank.
This is why I wanted
Oh
eight.
my god!
Rookies, man.
It set the whole.
Tantive at 5.
I want you all to know that this
Man.
entire time I have been waiting for somebody to even bring up the Ghost. And
I
nobody has
in the
even
back of my head.
even uttered or mentioned.
I didn't even
The
think
Ghost.
about it. I didn't even
And hey, aren't you guys doing a giveaway for the HasLab Ghost?
We are. Oh man,
Yeah,
I was
'cause-
too distracted by Tantives and B-wings.
Okay, where is there? Everybody's agreeing Ghost is in top 5, right?
Oh, yeah. For
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
for sure.
Come
Yeah.
on.
So
Yeah,
do
How's
we?
that even a question?
The question is where if we put it at 8 or 10 and then we swap one later,
No,
say
no.
we swap it, then that one something from the top 5's gonna go down to either 8 or
Sure.
10.
No. I would put it in the 5 spot. Take the Tantive 4 and put that down to 10.
You're gonna
Gentlemen,
you
have
I
the
would-
8 spot
for the Ghost.
Yeah.
and the 10 spot open.
Okay, so let's put it at 8.
Oh,
10?
whoa. No,
Wait,
no.
no,
Put it
we
at
can
10. Put it at 10. Yeah, put
10.
10 at the
Yeah,
bottom.
10.
Oh, that's
They're right
cool.
there.
I know that
The
hurt you.
Tantive
But the
4 was birthed from the.
But Tantive 4 is not
Home
underneath
one.
is not underneath home 1.
Can I just say that I'm really enjoying this?
It was just.
This is so much fun.
home one.
I know.
I'm so happy that we're doing this.
It was like a barnacle on the home one. It could be below the home one.
Oh no.
I don't- Okay,
I,
I'm
open, let's put it
right
in.
now just because of how this whole ordeal started. And
This
when
is
it hit
awesome.
5, it made me dislike. The
Will
ship.
if I don't want to know what 10 is or what the next one is, I
Okay.
really don't.
I hope
Hey, Luke. Hey, for Luke at home, guys. Here's the list so far.
For Luke.
Rebel
for number 1, we're at the X-wing. Number 2 is the Millennium Falcon. Number 3 is the B-wing. Number 4 is the U-wing. Number 5 is the Tantive 4. Number 6 is the Y-wing. Number 7 is the Hammerhead Corvette. Number 8 is open. 9 is home 1, and number 10 is open. Currently, we are debating where the Ghost goes.
Guys, I figured it out.
5.
We can just swap the U-wing out for the Ghost.
No.
Put the U-wing in like 8.
That's crazy, Bobby. That's crazy.
You're cooking, bro. You're actually cooking.
There are only, and y'all are going to disagree with me, but in my eyes, there are only 2 that gets bumped out of the top 5, and it's either the Tantive or it's either the B-wing, and y'all are going to say the Tantive.
Tantive.
Oh,
Tantive.
definitely.
Tantive.
Tantive.
So,
Yeah.
so are we putting it at the Ghost at 8, or are
Yeah.
we putting it at 10?
10.
You have
I would
number
put it at
8 and number 10 open.
Well, zip it. We're putting the Ghost at 10 for now. We're gonna get
Wait.
for now.
Wait. We're putting what at 10?
Swap.
I
swap.
The,
cannot-
the Ghost is at number 10.
Yeah,
I
we
think
got
that's what we're
one.
doing.
We got one spot. We got one
Oh,
spot.
he's
Yeah.
putting it there so it can be swapped for the 10.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have to wait for
Uh,
last week to use our
I
one
just
swap,
don't
or we
know.
use it
I
now.
have a problem ranking.
No,
the
we have to wait till it's all over to use our swap. We'll get one.
I thought it's when you down the one. Or, like, isn't I was. I was
Nah,
going
Oh no,
Christmas.
you
No,
got
yeah,
you got it's a whole list. It's a
He's
whole
basically
list.
giving us
You gotta
one get out of
swap.
jail free card, and that's it.
Yep.
It's
You
generous.
got to get
That's
your
even
whole
more
list
generous
before
than
you
it
get
should be.
that swap.
You should just let us live with it.
So the Ghost at 10.
The Ghost. Yes.
We cannot put Tantive below
Ghost is
home
on
1.
10 right now on this list. And number 8, your number 8 spot is the Fondor Hullcraft.
Wow.
You thought I wasn't going to put it on here?
No, I mean,
You thought I wasn't going to put the
love the
Fondor
ship,
Hullcraft
but
on here?
I thought I thought all the starfighters would have been. I was kind of missing.
Well. Here we are.
Oh, this is so great.
This is awesome.
All of my rankings weren't so crazy now, huh?
This is awesome.
I am
Yeah, I need to
crashing
click on that.
out.
This makes me love the rankings.
Luke,
This is so
we are
fun.
gonna stay committed. All right, I love the Ghost with all my heart. We are gonna have to put the Fondor at 8, and we're gonna have to get the Ghost out of there, even though it crushes my entire being.
I think it's an easy choice.
So what is your move, gentlemen?
Oh, swap out the Ghost. 100%.
Yeah, swap the
But
Ghost.
what?
Yeah.
I mean, the Fondor could stay at 8 because at the end of the day, what did it take out? 1 radar dish, honestly?
It took whatever, bro.
2 TIE fighters. There were also 2 TIE islands.
But it's about aura. It's about aura.
It's the ship on which the rebellion was built.
Was it though?
Yeah, dude.
It's not there anymore.
Luthen couldn't got it. Yeah, it's flown away. It's gone.
It's everywhere now.
It's
flown away.
So are we swapping out the Ghost for the Tantive?
The Hallcraft was still there, which meant
so here's the question. It kind of sounds like the consensus is we want to move the Ghost somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Where is it going? And what is going in the 10 spot? Because right now the Ghost is at number 10.
It's not happening, bro. It's not. It's got to be. We got to swap the Tantive. And I don't think Tantive.
I think the person who was so adamant about the Tantive being in 5, it makes sense for him to be the one that's ready to move the Tantive.
I just want you all.
I'm okay with it.
So the Ghost is going at number 5.
We're
We're not swapping the B-Wing.
Thank you,
No,
I would swap the B-Wing. I think on this list, the B-Wing is 10.
Yeah.
No.
It's like a piece of paper with a ball at the end of it, bro. Like,
dude, it's Death Star technology.
The B-Wing.
I don't care.
The B-Wing is mid.
No.
It's a bad ship design.
It's got so many blaster barrels on it.
Looks really dumb. B-Wing's bad.
Here, this is me as the B-Wing.
Recording of this because Lauren probably designed that ship. So
it's a great ship, but it's not better than any of these other ones.
No,
I'm completely. I have no opinion on any of this right now. I'm not even part of this. I'm just the man pulling the strings. This is so much fun. I love all. Truthfully, I love all of these ships so much.
Many.
There's so many that I left off of this too.
Yeah,
but like I didn't even say the A-Wing, and I love the A-Wing.
I was expecting that over the Hallcraft, to be honest. I mean, but if I was making a list, I'm instantly adding all the original trilogy like fighters, and then filling in from there. And that's why I wasn't even thinking the Ghost until it came up, because it's like the only thing in my head is the
Luke.
It's just rebellion ships.
Rebel ships. Blind ranking rebel ships.
It's just rebel ships. Luke. Hey Luke, it's just rebel ships.
I mean,
hey Luke, it's just rebel ships.
As long as that silly bomber from episode 8 wasn't there, I'm fine.
I love that bomber.
The one on Crate? The little speeder thing?
No.
At the beginning of the
the flying.
No, hey Luke, no, it's just rebel ships. I'm not entirely pleased with this list, but it will suffice.
I love this list.
So we're putting the Ghost. Where is the Ghost going? It's going at 5, and Tantive
at 5, and Tantive is at 10.
5.
Wow. Okay. So
also, technically, the Tantive is not a capital ship. Okay, I just want to let you know that, Kentucky. It is a Corvette. It is a frigate.
Blockade runner.
Okay, we're going from the bottom to the top, the 10 spot. Okay, ranking. This is going to be the 10. It was a blind ranking. 10 rebellion ships at the 10 spot is the Tantive 4. At 9 is Home 1. At 8 is the Fondor Hallcraft. At 7 is the Hammerhead Corvette.
I called it.
At 6
white noise in my ears
is the Y-Wing. At 5 is the Ghost. At 4 is the U-Wing. At 3 is the B-Wing. At number 2 is the Millennium Falcon. And at number 1 is the X-Wing.
Absolute cinema.
Throw it away.
Absolute cinema.
As
Luke would say, absolute Peakerton.
The Hammerhead was a legendary pull, Will, in terms of like that I was not expecting that to be on here.
That was one of the first I added. I love that ship. I love the way it looks. Like it's really cool. It's really cool.
Guys, are we all friends? Can we all get along still? Are we all good?
Oh
yeah.
He's like, by the way, you're not press anymore.
Yeah, you can still come to Rebel Scum, I guess. Just stay outside the building.
You guys are all good.
That's what
overall, I'm pretty happy with the list. Like the top 5 is pretty solid. I actually do like the B-Wing a good bit. It really wavers a lot.
It's so cool.
Because it only showed up in Return of the Jedi, and then they didn't use it again. You know, it needed that backstory that it got in Rebels, and that was like, wow, okay, so it's really badass. And
what are everybody's thoughts on the E-Wing from Ahsoka?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm surprised that didn't make the list. Actually,
I mean,
well, it's post Rebellion, right? It's
Republic.
it's New Republic. So,
but didn't they use E-Wings?
Rebellion,
I don't know.
In Legends, I think
they have the
used
same picture.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, because I think they use them in like.
Yeah, I know that it was in the original the West End Games book.
I'm trying to see where its first appearance is in the chronology of canon, and it seems to only be Ahsoka. So yep,
yeah, so far in canon, it's only
that's the only canon, and that was the kind of thing that everyone kind of freaked out
but
about.
The E-Wing is a gorgeous.
Guys, what about the Z95 Headhunter?
That's a Republic ship though.
Is it?
Yeah, but
no, it's in Clone Wars, right? Oh, you mean that Republic? Yeah.
The Republic, not
Rebellion.
Rebellion.
Wars Z95 Headhunter, but then the Z95 Headhunter used by the Rebellion are 2 different models.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you're right. Yes, there's
totally
the clone.
chassis.
There's the clone Z95, and then there's the standard Z95. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, the standard Z95 is much more compact.
Dude, I want to do Imperial ships
The
now.
clone Z95 had a wide wingspan and a long nose tip.
I agree with Luke's lightsabers there about like it looking like a basic sci-fi ship. Like if you didn't know that was a Star Wars ship, you'd be like, "Oh, look, Battlestar. Oh, look, any." You know,
that's valid.
I am so sorry, but I disagree. I love the way that thing looks. It looks incredibly. It looks incredibly original for the amount of ships that we've gotten in Star Wars. There's a lot of stuff that like you can kind of tell what it looks like, and it kind of looks the same as other stuff. Yeah. I'm running the stream, Luke. You can't ban me. I built the stream. The E-Wing looks so sick. Dude, when that came up on screen, I was stoked. I loved it. Also, Luke, bro, you're talking about something that happened in Ahsoka, and you're not saying it's Peakerton, dude. What are we talking about?
Peakerton, dude.
Okay,
I want to do.
We're talking about ships.
Gentrified X-wing.
Oh, Luke, that's wild. That is crazy.
To me, it looks like a mix between the T-65 and the main ship in Battlestar, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
I have an actual.
Yeah, it does look very Battlestar. I wonder how Katie feels about it.
It looks like they were like, how can we take the T-65 and make this silhouette out of it, and that's where the
dude. Came from. Let's put this down for something to do at Rebel Scum Con with some peeps.
Can we please do an Imperial ship? Please.
Have we got do you Dante or Bobby know if Luke's lightsaber is he coming? Do we know?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He's been very open about it.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Confirmed in today's episode of Determined Focus. Go ahead and watch that on YouTube. You can check out the link in the description.
Man, just setting it up. Wow, that's great.
For Kentucky,
that's peak.
If you're gonna give me the layup, I'm a dunk it.
Wow.
Okay, we were talking about Rebellion ships. The main one that kind of broke everybody's brain was when I brought up the Ghost guys. You guys are doing a HasLab Ghost giveaway. Does anybody want to take the reins on explaining how that works?
And absolutely, no one on this stream right here, these 5 squares, is eligible for it.
Nope.
Did you just call us all squares?
Yes, actually rectangles, but yeah, I'll go with squares.
What if I want a ghost though?
If in order to be eligible to win a HasLab Ghost, you have to be a purchaser of a VIP pass.
At Rebel
I guess I'll just buy the Micro Galaxy Squadron one.
Dude,
yep, the Micro Squadron one, depending upon what day it is, it's either $60 or $6, and it really
or $6 on Walmart.com.
Let me know when it's 6, and I'm copying. Also, the T6.
The Micro Galaxy Squadron Ghost is.
I want it.
Yeah,
amazing.
Also, for anybody. Please keep an eye out for the chase variant of Maul's Night Brother for the Comert class. I want that so bad. That ship is peak.
I can always be bribed with Micro Squadron Galaxy rares and chases.
They're so cool.
That is the yeah. Sorry, continue, Will.
No. I wanted to say, just to confirm, like the way that you are entered in this is by buying a VIP ticket.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And that goes from day one of the tickets going on sale for this year
Correct.
up until I believe that I don't know. We didn't really set an end date, so
whenever they
I
sell
think it's
out.
going to be because we're doing the drawing on Sunday at the show.
It's going until the tickets sell out. So it's limited to the amount of VIP passes that are available to Rebel Scum Con, which are limited in of themselves.
Finite, yeah.
In fact, if we sell out of VIP passes in between now and the end of June, the end of this month, it is currently, what is my handy dandy thing say? It's the 9th. So if we sell out in the next 20 days, 21 days,
probably June,
whatever it is,
3 weeks,
then we will be doing 2 ghost giveaways to our VIP pass holders. So if you purchase a VIP pass or have already purchased a VIP pass for Rebel Scum Con, that equals an entry towards a free ghost giveaway at Rebel Scum Con Year 2.
Okay.
But
Dante, I don't know if it's just us, but we cannot hear you, dude.
You're muted,
I can't hear you.
Okay, I was muted. I will say, you have to be present to get your ghost.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
I'm not sipping this thing.
Yes, you do. It is you will be in lieu of us giving you this ghost for attending. You will also be receiving the ghost.
Yes.
Upon attending.
Yes.
You actually only just get the ghost, but you can't stay. So sorry.
Yeah.
You can stay if you want.
There's actually just going to be a guy standing outside to carry it around for you the entire
he just
of the con
and he goes,
for 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Oren. Oren's the one who flies it and makes the sound effects. Yeah.
Before, since we're talking about buying tickets and stuff, just to go off of pricing right now, who would like to talk about that just specifically? I can pull it up too if there's a page that you would like me to. I'm assuming it's just the ticket page that you'd like me to pull up.
And right now the pricing is actually fairly reasonable in our opinion. With what we're trying to offer on Rebel Scum Con Year 2, all kinds
technically we call it preferred pricing.
We are calling it preferred pricing because the current pricing will be going up from what it is right now as you're seeing it as of August 1st. So the week of
so the week
of the Scum Con and at the door, it will be a little bit more. So preferred pricing will end at the end of basically
July.
Summer break, almost at the end of summer break, just before Rebel Scum Con. August 1st. August 1st is the date to remember.
Yep, July 31st actually would be your date.
Yeah, July 31st. Last day.
Get me before. Yeah.
And once again, if you purchase a VIP pass or have already purchased a VIP pass, you are entered into a free giveaway for a sealed HasLab Vintage Collection Ghost.
Yes.
That's good.
Incredibly cool. Incredibly
cool. From my personal collection, I went in and when the HasLab was active, I bought a lot of them.
He might have backed himself single-handedly.
I definitely wanted to do a giveaway and talk to the guys, and they're like, "Hey guys, how do you feel about me just like we do a giveaway of one of my ghosts?" And they're like,
"I thought it was cool."
Sure. They're like, "Yeah."
I thought it was how.
I'm like, yeah.
I mean, honestly, it is a bottom of the list top 5 rebellion ship in all of Star Wars. So of course you have to give it away.
No, it's directly in the middle. It's 5. It's top 5.
I thought what Kentucky was doing was so cool because it was just one of the things that we thought would be a neat way to kind of give back while we're hosting Rebel Scum Con.
Yeah.
And so that also inspired me. I haven't actually announced it on my socials or anything yet, and I will be doing more announcements soon.
You're giving away all your B1s.
No, I didn't. It didn't inspire me to lose my mind, but it inspired me when the most recent Transformers HasLab was up. I got an extra one to give away when the Lio Kaiser HasLab set comes out as well. So I ordered one for myself to keep and I ordered one to just do a giveaway on my socials at some point
Oh,
later
cool.
on. Not like as a, if you follow me, you're entered type thing. I mean, obviously you will be, but like there'll be some other way to enter that doesn't necessarily require like fishing for information or something, because it's just meant to be a nice gesture for what it is, just a giveaway.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you for watching me make content, maybe, if you will. I don't know.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we have been talking about Star Wars for over 90 minutes.
That's it?
That's
yeah.
a good
I
So
know.
now we have another blind ranking. No.
That's
going
all
to-
you got?
We're going to be ranking all boots in Star Wars, all costume boots in Star
All
Wars.
of Cassian Andor's jackets.
All
We'd be here.
Cassian,
We'd be here for months.
And I'd be here for it because I love them all.
We can rank Cassian's alias.
Season 1, episode 1, trench coat. That's number 1 spot.
Will, there was one last thing we had to announce though before we left.
Wait,
It was
regarding
you, I believe.
I legitimately almost forgot.
we
You're
didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Does
didn't.
anybody want
Honestly,
to?
the best part, to be honest with you.
We got to go back to
I'm
Rebel
say that
Scum
very
Convention
biasly.
with S.com for this one.
I truly can somebody else take the reins on this, because I don't want to announce myself.
I feel like
That's
it should be
insane.
Dante, right?
Yeah, I would love for.
Man.
And coming
Oh,
out, the
man.
Rebel Scum Con, as one of our featured moderators, one of our guest moderators, Mr. Will of the Force himself, will be joining us to help with hosting panels and creating all kinds of fantastic content alongside myself and some really other fantastic people at Rebel
Dude,
Scum
look
Con
at that
here too.
lineup right there.
Look
A
at
little
that.
Yeah, that's,
spoiler, but to add on the Bobby,
Look
you
at
will
those
also be
guys.
seeing Will's face on our socials the day of those 3 days. As a social media ambassador, also maybe a little bit beforehand here and there, but definitely those 3 days that we're there, and anything that he shoots with us afterwards that we release Will's face will be very present, and I'm very happy to be able to announce that part too, along with the moderator. So.
Dude, I'm not
for
gonna
the
lie. So, I was on the phone with Dante the other night, and this was on the website before I knew about it. And when I scrolled down and saw my face there, I freaked out a little bit, because, truthfully, I've been making content for like 3 years now, and this is probably the coolest thing that I've ever been a part of for like content making. So. Truthfully, like, super stoked. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity to make some stuff on behalf of myself and Rebel ScumCon and Determined Focus. Grayson will be, I know my face is there, but Grayson will be doing everything with me. So he will be there the exact same way. He will be, if I am the Ghost, he is the Phantom for all of this.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, if you were Han,
Okay.
I'm just Chewie. I'm just running around.
Can we make him
Nobody
at
is
least-
just Chewie in that situation.
Can we at least make him the Phantom 2 so he sticks around for a while?
Hey, I've got the set. That's one of my only Lego sets. It's got Thrawn and it's got Kanan.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that Thrawn too. I used
yeah.
to have that set. I just kept the Thrawn from it though. But
Yeah.
Legos. I
will
saw
say-
viewing last night with Cassian and Daedra. Sorry, Legos.
Legos are so much fun. Dude, that's also speaking of Daedra and Cassian, that U-Wing Lego set was so much fun to build, and it's right there.
Oh, you have
Can't
it.
see. Yeah, dude.
It's
Are you kidding me?
Will is the Lego guy, bro. Like,
You can't see it on screen right here, but there is a full case of all of the original of 1999, early 2000s run of every figure that, like, the Yellowhead figures, all of those, any Vader, any Maul, any version of Qui-Gon Jinn, whether it be Hood or not, they're all in a case right here up on the wall. Lego. I have a tattoo of the OG Boba Fett on my leg. The
hell,
Boba
yep,
Fett?
yes, he does.
Oh yes.
Dude, awesome, bro.
That's Lego is so much of my, like, I know everybody here is like really big into figures. I love figures, but like so much of my Star Wars fandom is defined by like the Lego stuff and like the Lego game specifically. Like I tell Grayson this all the time, but like I always say when I think of Star Wars, like we all have the way our Rolodex works of like when a Star Wars reference is made of like how we remember it. 9 times out of 10 for me, it's a Lego Star Wars complete saga cutscene of like seeing. I'm like, okay, like if I'm thinking of the movies, I'm thinking of scenes from the movies, but I'm also thinking of like Darth Vader's death. The cutscene in the original classic complete saga where Luke pushes him onto the ramp, gets into the ship, and then the ramp goes up and Darth Vader's dead Lego body just flops into the ship and he flies away. Like the comedy of those cutscenes are phenomenal. So yeah, Lego
Classic, dude.
Yeah, I started out as a Star Wars Lego content creator, like specifically before I switched up to just all Star Wars. It was like only Lego.
So we need to dust off the Xbox that you haven't played in a million years, and you need to be streaming these.
Dude, Will, I've wanted to pitch for the longest time us playing Lego Star Wars somehow for Determined Focus.
I would love that.
I'm down,
I would
dude.
spend so much time just building my own figure.
I think I'm almost certain you do it on PC.
Well, can't we with Skywalker Saga?
Well, I'm talking about like the OGs. I mean, Skywalker Saga is fine, but you know, like
I think
Skywalker Saga is so much fun, but like nostalgia wise, like TCS is like
I think the most well-rounded and like most expansive yet traditional Lego Star Wars game is Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars.
Dude,
I think
Lego
that game
Star Wars 3 is so underrated.
It's not as like iconic as as Complete Saga and everything, but 3, like they don't have the voices yet, but it's still James Arnold Taylor and Matt Lanter doing the grunts and everything, which is really cool.
Fun.
So like they're like not even voicing them, but you get like those first 2 seasons, and then they had Savage and Starkiller as bonus unlockable characters, which was so cool. Like, so fun, dude.
Also, the space battles, the ground battles.
Yeah.
Like, that was a really fun added bit to it.
The, like, sniper mission where it's the bounty hunters breaking into the Senate building, and you get to snipe all of the Senate guards like, is it either, I think maybe it's Aura or whoever it is. Yeah, and I'm like, dude,
maybe an
this is...
droid too.
Yeah, really fun.
Yeah, it was so good. So I loved all of them. And the other one that nobody ever talks about, Episode 7. Nobody talks about Lego.
Yep,
yeah, dude.
I played that when it came out. 100% completed it.
Yep.
I liked when they added the mini rig vehicles to it.
Dude, that's so much fun.
Also crazy that like the homeworld is like Dakar on that planet, on there, and now it's like the lore of now knowing that's an Andor is kind of crazy.
Very cool, dude. Those games are so much fun. Yeah, like I said, the amount of like Star Wars knowledge that like is burned into my brain that is also pinned to Lego Star Wars is like it's 50-50 with all that stuff. Guys. We're close to 2 hours here yapping about Star Wars.
I knew this would happen.
Yeah. Before we go, on behalf of Rebel Scum, is there anything else that we would like to announce to the people before we close out here? Just to remind them all for Rebel ScumCon coming in August.
There was one more thing I thought.
Which booth is Will signing at?
There's a dumpster outside that I'll be standing by. I'm just handing out Post-it notes.
Since we're announcing Will, he's gonna be like over by near the headliner area, right?
Yep, right next to Sam.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, wherever he is the headline area. I think that's what I was told.
It's the big head area.
It's actually there is a giant head of Will above the area. You look to the sky like the bat signal, and it's like
it's actually just going to be like at Toys R Us when they had the stuff like the giant size like Jar Jar hanging from the ceiling by fishing wire. They're actually just going to do that to me at Rebel ScumCon.
The real
that's just going to be me hanging from the ceiling, just like over people like this, like a big inflatable balloon.
They're going to put you in a Bacta tank, and you're going to be floating around. It's going to be great.
Wait a minute. That's actually, hold on. A Bacta tank dunk tank?
Yo.
And you have to go.
I love it.
It works in reverse, and you hit the ball, and they come out of the Bacta tank.
They go,
oh my God.
Gotta be like there's gotta
That's
be
actually such a
FX
fun
Avenue
idea.
right next to it.
Man, that's a fun idea. Okay, well,
Well,
I'll have to talk to you.
I do have a few things.
Dante.
First off, before we get off, Will, thank you for all you do for the community. This felt like a very much no-brainer. Very much, no-brainer for to have you in some form or fashion, but to have you as one of the many panelists that we do have, but also part of the sauce, the behind the scenes in general, that we that makes the con go round days of. Very fortunate to have you. So that's my glazing of Will.
Dude, I appreciate that. And
Deserved.
before we're
Well
done,
deserved glazing, yes.
I spoke about Bobby and Kentucky when we did talking about Katie and a bunch of other announcements that one stream like 3 weeks ago. But Dante was not on there. And I would just like you to know, all of you Rebel Scum Con fans at home, Dante does so much and he works his tail off.
Yes, he does.
To do all of this. He works his giant do-back tail off trying to get all this stuff done.
So
and
did you get reprimanded by Dante but for not mentioning him in the last pod? Is that what happened?
No, I will say I'm gonna deflect my glazing to the work that Kentucky and Bobby have done.
It's a group effort. It's a group effort.
Yeah,
everything we do is a group effort. We're not one person. We're not. There's no, there's no king in the castle. It's parliamentary.
Yeah, we all have a role, and if they didn't do the work that they're doing, I wouldn't be able to tell the masses of what's going on, right? So it goes hand in hand. It's like chicken and egg kind of thing. So shout out to the team too, just making sure that I even have cool content that I could even put out there to people and collaborate with all these different voices of Star Wars, which is one of the biggest things that we wanted to really do this year. And kind of got to have cool stuff to talk with some of the cool voices of Star Wars too. So, shout out Tucky, shout out Bobby. You guys have made my job a lot easier this year, I will say. So
vice versa. Vice versa. I mean, but, I would say that goes all ways. Like Kentucky was saying, there are things that Kentucky has done this year that have made my job so much easier in the last year, and the same goes for Dante. And I'm sure there's things that I've done for both of you that have hopefully made things easier. But I can't do it without either of you, or even Josh, who's not currently on this stream with us right now, our other partner. And I mean, so many people are working to make this event as fun as possible, or we think as fun as possible.
Yeah.
So truly, although the ranking of the Ghost might have tore us apart, by the end of this stream, we have reunited.
Wait a minute. Why are we upset about the Ghost?
Why would you bring that back up again?
Yeah. I mean, because we got the B wing at what was it, 4?
3.
3? We got the B wing at 3.
Yeah.
You guys are wild.
That's the only thing that mattered was the B wing at 3. That was it. Everything else is just
maybe the Friends was the B wings we ranked along the way.
Yeah.
I've
got B wings everywhere.
I got two more things.
The story of my house. I mean, I got one.
Dante, you got 2 things.
Two more things. Well, I think actually one more. Well, the other one's kind of directing it to you.
One, maybe 2.
But another. Well, this is like 1A or 1A, 1B. Just a reiteration. VIPs, we're very close to selling out. So, that's why we decided to sweeten the pot with the Ghost, and then even possibly the second Ghost. Yeah. Just want to make that very clear to everyone. They might be watching this as VOD, who are watching currently. We're pretty dang close. So we're that excited about it that we're willing to add to the pot, sweeten the pot, make it even better for those. But also on top of that, talking about being pretty close. If you're going to Sackoff Show, the meet and greets, I think last time I checked was like 6. We have 6 left.
There's only a couple left. Yeah.
It's insane. And that was like at I think 4 I refreshed that. It might be less now, but if you're planning on doing a meet and greet Sackoff Show, do it. Do it now. There's going to be no more that are added on. So I will be straight up. Yeah.
Everything that is currently a limited number is a limited number. And that's like once our VIPs for Rebel Scum Con sell out, they're sold out. Once the regular tickets for Rebel Scum Con, because there is a limit for those too, because there's a capacity
the individual days, there's a limit. Yeah, there's a limit on every ticket set.
It's a big limit. But there is a limit. But once VIP sells out, it's gone. Once the Sack-Off show tickets sell out, they're gone. Because the number for the auditorium was given to us by her team specifically.
Yeah, it comes from her management. There's a specific amount of tickets that are available, and that's all that is allowed to be available. And that's broken down per category. There you go. This is how many are allowed for this, for this, and that's it.
Shout out to those who got it already, though. I was like, this is gonna be cool because you could just wait and be there the next day, but no, like
I spoke to her management today, and I got a little bit of a kind of hint towards who the guests might be, and that's something that like Nilda got from Katie in person at another con. But the names have changed from what Nilda might have been whispered. But there's still a good possibility that it may be more than one guest with her on her show.
I don't think she does often, right?
I don't think I've seen that yet.
First time in Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas. I would have to go back
through her YouTube and double check and make sure. But I don't think she's done more than one guest. I think it's always been a head-to-head, like one-on-one thing. But that was cool. And there was some other cool news I got today, and that's all stuff that's gonna come up in the future.
That's my last one. TBD, TBA. I think we have a handful or less left, and that's it. Hopefully, I'm looking at Kentucky.
And they also I got a little bit of a clarification from her too, because people were asking, can you get autographs or take photos in or selfies at the Sack-Off show meet and greet, and that's a no. I was told goodies that they give out, and they do it's a group meet and greet, so the entire group meets with Katie, and then there's a group photo at the end. So it's no individual photos, because that's what's available when she's at her table on Saturday and Sunday, or in photo op. Same thing with autographs; they're available at her table.
I was about to say, autographs are at the table. Photos will be via photo ops,
all
of which is orderable ahead of time on Rebel Scum conventions.
Yeah, it's definitely a literal meet and greet.
Yeah. But for last thing, guess-wise, we do have 5 or less left, and that's it, right, Tucky?
Yeah. There's 5 or less.
5 or less.
Excluding
There's no more than 5.
Excluding the one contract that we have right now that maybe I'll tell Grayson about later.
Yeah, so
Grayson doesn't want to know.
Keep an eye.
Grayson fell asleep. Oh, there he is.
Grayson wouldn't want you to.
I'm sitting here like Yariel Poof and Phantom Menace. All right, I'm just vibing. All right, I'm swinging my head back and forth.
Grayson missed my one and only hint, and I can't repeat it.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all my announcements I got. I think Will, you might have one more before we go, and then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you're planning on getting tickets to Rebel Scum Con, which you should all be planning on getting tickets to Rebel Scum Con, you can use code FOCUS to get some monies off your tickets. Dante, do you know how much it is? I don't know what the
10% off your VIP. 10% off of your 3-day pass, but it's very limited. I will say. Yep. It's very limited, and Will is actually one of the very few influencers that have a code. And once it runs out, it runs out. It's kind of like the other stuff we've been doing. It's very limited amount that we have. Once it's depleted, sorry, Will, you don't have a code anymore. But
Focus podcast.
Yeah, no, it's Determined Focus's code. It's the Determined Focus code. Focus. I figured it would be better than Determined Focus because that's too many letters to type.
Too many syllables.
A little bit.
So make sure to use the code. We would be appreciative, and so would you guys, I imagine. But
I don't know the system well enough to know that if it's case sensitive or not. But I believe from what it's in the system that I've seen, it is all caps. So I would go with all caps to be safe.
All caps, like MF Doom guys, I think that's gonna do it because it is within a minute and 15 seconds. We will be hitting 2 hours. So thank y'all for being on here. Thanks for joining in with us, guys. All of Rebel Scum guys. We truly, Will and I, we talk about it every day about like things that we're gonna be doing. Like we are so pumped for this. So
we also talk about it every day.
I can imagine. So
yeah, I'm sure you have to.
A little bit, right? Maybe be a little scary if you didn't.
Yeah. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us. And remember, may the force be with you. Your focus determines your reality. And we will see you next week.
Always remember.